Live from the Maverick Center in West Valley City, it's Utah Grizzlies Hockey, as it's a rubber match of a three-game series between the Grizzlies and the Rapid City Rush. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. We've had two very entertaining games so far in this series. It's the rubber match. Both teams have 3 out of a possible 4 standings points in the series. On Friday night, Rapid City won 3-2 in overtime as Logan Nelson got the game winner for Rapid City, 3:20 into the extra session. Utah did have a shot advantage of 46-38, but Rapid City's Connor Murphy was outstanding that night, stopping 44 of 46. Grizzlies got goals from Nathan Burke and Kyle Mayhew, but it just wasn't enough as Rapid City came away with a 3-2 victory. On Saturday night, the Grizzlies had a 4-2 deficit in the third period, but 2 Brandon Cutler third period goals tied it up at 4. We went to overtime, and it was Alex Bocage who was the hero for Utah. So he scored just about 3 minutes into overtime, and for Bocage, it was an unbelievable, virtuoso, incredible performance as he had 2 goals and 3 assists. He contributed to all 5 of Utah's goals on Saturday, and he showed why the third-year pro has an NHL entry-level contract with the Colorado Eagles. He did everything. He fired away and has that lethal shot, and he scored Utah's first and last goals on Saturday. He's also a great passer. He distributed that on Saturday, and he really showed that to the Maverick Center crowd. He also did an outstanding job in protecting the puck. He played a strong two-way game. He delivered some hits. He was a very physical presence on Saturday. Needless to say, Alex Bocage did everything for the Grizzlies on Saturday night, and because of that, he is the league's player of the week. That's right, for the week ending on Sunday from March 4th through the 10th. Alex Bocage was named the league player of the week. The Grizzlies only had 2 games in that stretch. He had 1 assist on Friday night and single-handedly picked up the award with the 5-point performance, 2 goals and 3 assists against the Rapid City Rush. So Alex Bocage becomes the first Grizzly player to win the league's Player of the Week award since the final week of last season when Jordan Martell won the League Player of the Week award. It's the second Player Weekly award handed out to a Grizzly this season. Remember, the first weekend of the regular season, Garrett Metcalf picked up a shutout against the Tulsa Oilers in Game 2 of the regular season, and Metcalf ended up as the goaltender of the week. Certainly, as you talk about going down the stretch of the regular season, 15 games left in the regular year starting tonight, you're talking about possible award winners. Look to Kyle Mayhew as to possibly being on the league's all-rookie team. Mayhew is tied for the league lead for points among defensemen with 41 this season. He's tied with Johnny Tykonik of the Newfoundland Growlers. Mayhew's been outstanding for the Grizzlies. Watch out for him on the power play. He's got 13 power play assists, which ranks 3rd among all league rookies. Also, watch out for Josh Wesley, the Grizzlies captain. He's got 14 goals this season. It almost feels like he's due for number 15. Grizzlies' power play has been pretty good as of late. They're near 20% on the season, and they weren't 2 for 5 on the power play last night, and that's how they scored the tying goal late in the third period on Saturday night. So watch out for the Grizzlies' power play, which has been outstanding. We'll see if the forward line of Stapley, Cutler, and Bocage will be in the starting lineup. That is a lethal 3-man unit for the Grizzlies. Goaltending matchup is the same as we've seen in each of the first 2 games of this series. Will Cranley gets the start for Utah. It's his 6th straight start. He'll be going up against Connor Murphy, who really has done a good job with Rapid City in each of the first 2 games of this series. He stopped 44 of 46 on Friday night. Last night, he saved 23 of 28. Well, good crowds filing in here on a Monday night. It's a Smith's family night. 4 tickets for $40 and then $10 for each additional ticket. So if you're in the West Valley area, come on down and enjoy some Grizzlies hockey with us. If not, we got the game on Flow Sports and YouTube. Your homes for Grizzlies hockey all season long. YouTube with the audio coverage of tonight's game. We'll come back and talk about who's been hot for the Grizzlies as of late and what do the Grizzlies need to do over the last 15 games to protect home ice and find a way to clinch a playoff berth. We're in business on a Monday night, and you're listening to the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh forever.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Welcome back to the Grizzlies Hockey Network. I'm Tyson Whiting. Last of a 3-game set, but the Grizzlies will have some more games against Rapid City in the month of March. Remember, this is just game 3 of 6 straight here at Maverick Center as the Norfolk Admirals make their first visit to Maverick Center since the 2017-2018 season. At that point, they were led by former NHL head coach Robbie Fatorik, and this year they are led by a top candidate for the league's Coach of the Year award, and that's former Grizzlies assistant Jeff Carr. It's going to be big for the Grizzlies to protect home ice. After all, there's 15 games left in the regular season starting tonight, and 10 of them will be here at home, but they're facing a good Norfolk Admirals team over the weekend. Remember, Friday's going to be an off day as I think there's a Journey concert here on Friday. Saturday is going to be the series opener against Norfolk, and it's going to be military night presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. So make sure you get your tickets for that, as if it's anything like what we saw 2 days ago, we're going to have an outstanding crowd here for the series opener, watching former Grizzlies forwards Keaton Jamison as well as Garrett Sargis. And yesterday, Jeremiah Addison was claimed off waivers by the Admirals. Earlier today, according to the ECHL transaction list, he was released by the Admirals. So it's going to be an interesting series, but Utah's got some business to take care of here tonight, and that's winning the series against Rapid City. And really for Utah, it's been that top forward line. You know, the old saying, every now and then, your best players have to be your best players. And, well, lately the Grizzlies' best players have definitely been their best players. Just look at Brett Stapley. Over the last 5 games, Stapley has 9 points, 2 goals, and 7 assists. I think the Grizzlies knew they were getting an outstanding performer. After all, last year he averaged about a point a game with the 12 Riviera Lions in his rookie year. He had an outstanding college career at the University of Denver. Remember, as a senior in 2022, he won a national championship where he was a teammate with Kyle Mayhew. Mayhew's got 7 points in his last 5 games, and he's certainly been rock solid among all Grizzlies defensemen. He's been one of the best rookie defensemen in the league. And watch out for the Grizzlies power play. I know it's had its ups and downs, but the Grizzlies power play has been on point as of late. Kyle Mayhew, quarterback in the power play, certainly been a big part of it. And when you got finishers like Brandon Cutler and Alex Bocage, and we got Dylan Fitz who can contribute on the power play as well. And Brett Stapley, you know, he scored a big power play goal late in the first period on Saturday. We'll see if the Grizzlies get some power plays here tonight, because that looks like it's going to be a pretty good unit based on what they've got going on over the last few games. Looks like they're starting to gel quite a bit here over the stretch run. You know, Brandon Cutler, you know, you talk about his 3rd season with the Grizzlies, and it's probably been his best. He has 28 goals this season. He had 2 on Saturday night. He has tied for 6th in the league with 28 goals. He's 3rd in the league in shots on goal with 214. And over the last 5 games, he has 6 goals and 3 assists. And so you talk about the consistency of Brandon Cutler. And when the Grizzlies have needed it the most, Brandon Cutler, not only with the 28 goals, scoring him in a high quantity, but you're talking about the quality. 4-game winners. He scored so many big goals, and after all, he scored both of Utah's third-period goals to overcome a 4-2 deficit on Saturday night. So when you got Stapley, Cutler, and it looks like tonight Bocage is going to join that line this evening. And after all, Bocage last week, well, he's the reigning league player of the week. 2 goals and 3 assists on Saturday night. And he's averaging 5 shots per game since he joined the Grizzlies. 15 games with the Grizzlies. He has 75 shots. He also has appeared in 21 games with the AHL's Colorado Eagles, and he spent all of the previous 2 seasons over in Colorado. So if we're talking about the roster, which did have a lot of shakeups there a few months ago, but it seems like the forward lines are really settled in, and the Grizzlies have really found that continuity offensively, and it's really shown, and the Grizzlies have needed it. You're talking about 1-goal games in each of the first 2 contests in this series. And with a good goaltender on the Rapid City side and Connor Murphy, it looks like the Grizzlies might have to win another nail-biter. Utah has done a good job winning the close games. They're 10, 7, and 2 in 1-goal games this season. So it's going to be a ton of fun, obviously, for the Grizzlies. It seems like getting off to a fast start is paramount. The Grizzlies have scored first in 23 games this season. They've got a record of 19, 3, and 1 when scoring first this year. So it's certainly going to be big for the Grizzlies to score first and play with the lead. That's something that hasn't happened as much in this series. When we come back to the Utah Grizzlies pregame report, we'll go over the starting lineups for both teams. We're in business on a Monday night, and you're listening to the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Welcome back to Maverick Center. I'm Tyson Whiting. Let's go over the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting Rapid City Rush, are led by third-year head coach Scott Burt. Peter Drykos is the assistant. Rush have a record of 21, 33, and 3 on the season. They are 13, 15, and 2 on the road. They're actually a better road team than they are at home this season. Starting in net is Connor Murphy for the 3rd straight game in this series. In 17 games with Rapid City, he's got a record of 6, 10, and 1. He has a 3.58 goals against average and 897 save percentage. Murphy currently has an AHL contract with the Calgary Wranglers. Murphy is 6'4" and 201 pounds. The backup is Matt Radomski. Starting defensive pairing, Billy Constantino, who scored a first-period goal on Saturday. He's gotten a lot of the big minutes for Rapid City. He was in there to start overtime for Rapid City in each of the last 2 games, so he's somebody that Scott Burt trusts. He'll be wearing number 12. He's paired up with Tyson Helgeson. Helgeson has 100 penalty minutes in 55 games this year, 3 goals and 11 assists. So the starting forwards again are Constantino and Tyson Helgeson. It's the same 17 skaters for the Rush tonight. And the starting forwards, Keanu Yamamoto, 57 games. He has 16 goals and 18 assists. Yamamoto is wearing number 20. Brett Gravel wearing number 23. Gravel in 57 games has 17 goals and 20 assists. Brett Davis is also in the starting lineup. It's his 3rd game in Rapid City. He was recently acquired in a trade for Jimmy Sopers. The starting forwards again are Yamamoto, Gravel, and Brett Davis. Watch out for Alex Aliardi. He's got a point in 7 straight games. He leads the Rush with 57 points this season. And also watch out for Logan Nelson, who's been a Grizzlies killer. He has 4 goals and 4 assists in 5 games against Utah. So that's the lineup for the Rapid City Rush. Now for the Utah Grizzlies. They're wearing a black jersey with white numbers and professional green trim. Grizz have a record of 26, 29, and 2. They're 17, 8, and 1 here in the friendly confines at Maverick Center. Will Cranley gets the start in net for the 6th straight game. Overall, he's got a record of 6, 10, and 2 with an 892 save percentage. Backup goaltender tonight is Dante Januzzi. Starting defensive pairing, Quinn Wickers, number 12, the former Rush skater. He was with Rapid City each of the last 2 years. He has 2 goals and 10 assists in 40 games. Robbie Stucker is the other starting defenseman. In 38 games, he has 18 assists, 7 of those in a Grizzlies uniform. They started the year with the Iowa Heartlanders. Other defensemen are Kyle Mayhew, as well as Josh Wesley, Keone Teixeira, and Jacob Semick. Starting forwards, Mick Messner, wearing number 10. He's got 13 goals and 19 assists. He's my pick for the Optum first goal of the game. Everybody make your pick. This dude's going to score first for Utah tonight. Nathan Burke is tied for second in the club with 18 goals this season. He'll be making his 54th appearance. He'll be wearing number 24. And Cole Gallant, who's third on the team with 30 assists this season. He'll be wearing number 25, the first-year pro out of Western Michigan University. The other forwards include the reigning league player of the week, Alex Bocage, as well as Brandon Cutler and Brett Stapley. We also see Dylan Fitz and Tyler Penner out there, as well as Max Neal. Also in the Grizzlies lineup tonight is Adam Berg. And that's the lineup for the Utah Grizzlies. Scratches for the Grizz include Cade Jensen, Michael Underwood. Aaron Aragon's a scratch tonight with an upper body injury. Cody Corbett and Cody Caron are also scratches for the Grizzlies this evening. That's going to be a lot of fun. Rubber match of a 3-game set. It's the Grizzlies and the Rush coming up next on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice, more amazing food, more value, from huge breakfasts to delicious lunches and hearty dinners. Black Bear Diner has more for you. So get more when you want it, the way you want it, and get it today.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner. Black Bear Diner.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting as the crowd still filing in here on a Monday night. Last of a 3-game series. Remember, the Grizzlies homestand continues on Saturday night with Military Night presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. Sunday will be a 3 o'clock start. Next Monday will be at 7 o'clock in the series finale against the Admirals. And now our national anthem here on a Monday night at Maverick Center.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
It's a great night for hockey as two big standings points are on the line as Utah Grizzlies take on the Rapid City Rush in the last of a three-game series. It's a rubber match. Both teams have 3 out of a possible 4 standings points as Rapid City won last Friday 3-2 in overtime, but the Grizzlies got some revenge with an overtime win of their own. They overcame a 4-2 deficit to defeat Rapid City 5-4 in overtime, and it was the Alex Bocage show as he had 2 goals and 3 assists. Bocage earlier today was named the league's player of the week as he had 6 points in 2 games, all of that coming in this series. He had 1 assist on Friday night, and he was the big mega star on Saturday with 2 goals and 3 assists. Starting in net is Will Cranley, the second of a 3-year NHL entry-level contract for Cranley with the St. Louis Blues. Starting defensive pairing is Quinn Wickers and Robbie Stucker. Starting forwards are Mick Messner, Nathan Burke, and Cole Gallant. It's going to be Connor Murphy starting in net for Rapid City. Starting defensive pairing for the Rush are Billy Constantino and Tyson Helgeson. Starting forwards are Keanu Yamamoto, Brett Gravel, and Brett Davis. Referee tonight for the 3rd straight game, it's Nolan Boyer. The linesmen are Tyler Keston and Craig Peterson. Crowd still filing in here on a Monday night. Gallant will take the draw against Brett Davis. As Cranley swings his legs back and forth. Big game in the standings for Utah. They're currently tied with Wichita for 4th place in the Mountain Division in terms of standings points. Grizz win the draw. Wickers gets to Stucker. He directs it back to Wickers. He moves out to center ice for Burke. It flies off his stick, and it goes deep into the Rush zone. Messner delivers a good shoulder check on Tyson Helgeson. Gallant gets the puck far side. He gets up top to Stucker. Now across to Wickers, left side. He'll fire it to the right corner, and Brett Gravel gets it for Rapid City. He'll lift it out to center ice. We get a whistle, and it looks like Messner got knocked down as the pass ended up going to center ice. As the first penalty is going to be called, and it's going to be high sticking. Cole Gallant goes to the box. And so 23 seconds into the game, Rapid City is going to get a power play. Everybody make your pick for the Optum first goal of the game. Who's scoring first for Utah tonight? I'm going to go with Mick Messner, has 13 goals this season. Rapid City's power play on the year is 16.4%. Grizzlies' penalty kill is 9th best at home and 73.1% overall. Gallant gets 2 minutes for high sticking, 23 seconds into the game. Draw one by Rapid City as Nelson gets it to Bennett. Bennett's got 25 goals this season. As Rush throw it down the middle to Aliardi. He couldn't handle it. Bennett couldn't get the puck as it hippity hopped over his stick. Bennett runs it down in the Rapid City zone. Berg with the first shot of the game. Saved by Murphy. Near side, Rapid City gets it. Nelson over to Bennett. Back to Nelson, who's behind Rapid City's net. Rush skate from left to right. As we see it from high top section 114. Grizzlies from right to left. Up ahead to Bennett. It tapped off his stick. Teixeira at his blue line will clear it all the way out towards Connor Murphy. He'll get it to Logan Nelson. Nelson's been instrumental to Rapid City's power play over the last couple of years. He crosses center ice. Left wing pass connects. As Rapid City enters the zone, James Hardy, number 77, whips it along the wall. Aliardi feeds it up top to Blake Bennett in the right point. Bennett battles with Messner. Messner took it away. Brandon Cutler gets into the zone left side. Cutler left side, lefty shot. Saved by Murphy. Rebound goes to Aliardi. Aliardi sporting a thick beard, crosses into the zone right side. He'll drop it off for Davis. Now across, it glanced off a Stucker stick. It stays in play. Stucker gathers the puck. He'll cross center ice. He's near the Rush bench. He'll bounce it off a Rush skater. Grizzlies make a line change. 50 seconds and counting left in Rapid City's power play. We're a minute and a half in. Still no score. Grizzlies have one shot. Rapid City's yet to take one. Yamamoto steps over the offensive line, feeds it to the far corner. Brett Gravel gets around Stucker, and he backhands it up top. Far point, Rapid City gets it towards Constantino, who directs it to Yamamoto. Right side, Yamamoto dances around, feeds it back up top to Constantino. He'll take a right wing shot, saved by Cranley. Rebound goes to Stucker, and he'll clear it off the far glass and all the way towards Connor Murphy. Puck ricochets off the backboard. Rapid City rolls along the near side. Nathan Burke sends it to Max Neal. Take a lefty shot. And it's blocked away by Constantino. Neal still looking for his first pro goal as Rush entered the zone. Simon Boyko, number 16. He's got 7 goals. The member of the Rush. He'll drop it off to the far corner for Brett Gravel. Gravel feeds to the near side. Now back to Boyko. Right side shot. He's blocked by Neal. Neal pushes Boyko. Kind of in retaliation for the blocked shot. Gallant's out of the box. It's a successful penalty kill by the Grizzlies. Next, Coella skates in near side shot. Say rebound shot and a score as Simon Boyko gets his 8th in a Rush uniform. It's a 5-on-5 goal as the Rush have taken a 1-0 lead. Boy, the puck was on the near side, and Maurizio Coella skated towards the net. He fell down near the crease. Puck ended up with Boyko on the far side, and Boyko put it away. So it's the Rush 1 and the Grizzlies nothing. Rapid City has scored first in 2 of the 3 games in this series. Brett Stapley will take the draw at center ice against Parker Bowman. Boyko gets the goal. The assists go to Maurizio Coella and Billy Constantinu. Time at goal 2:32 into the first period. It was a 5-on-5 goal. As Utah races down to get it, Jacob Semick, who celebrated a birthday yesterday, pushed it ahead to Cutler. Now Stapley gets it. He enters the zone as he gets it tapped away. Rapid City skating from left to right. Zach Hoffman outlets it ahead. It's taken by Semick in the Grizzly zone. As Semick will push it ahead to Stapley. He'll direct it back towards Teixeira. Skates down the middle. Teixeira left wings it off the boards for Cutler, who gets pushed in the back by Hoffman. Bocage looking for it, but it goes back to Rapid City. They'll throw it to the far side. Janelle, who had a goal on Saturday, skates in. Far circle, lefty shot goes wide. As it ricochets off the backboard, Parker Bowman gets held up by Bocage along the near wall. Aliardi will squib it towards Cranley. It goes to Quinn Wickers, who skates around Utah's net. Now he'll reverse and throw it back to the near side. It goes to Bocage, who skates around Utah's net. Bocage, number 26, will get to new tries. He gets around Nelson. Bocage strong with the puck. He enters the zone. He'll skate towards the far corner. He gets it tapped away by Kenton Helgeson. Keeping it in Penner, who throws it back towards Adam Berg near side. He'll lay it for Wickers, but the puck exits the zone. Wickers throws it back in. A bounce off of linesman Tyler Keston. Rapid City's Kenton Helgeson. Diagonal pass, blue line to blue line, tapped off of Aliardi. Sticker goes deep into the Grizzlies zone. Stucker around his net to the far side as he stops and directs it towards Kyle Mayhew. Mayhew pushes to Berg, who enters the zone near side. He'll dump it in deep as Tyson Helgeson will tap it off the near boards. It goes past Mayhew, who gathers at center ice. Mayhew over to Berg, around the center ice logo. Skate towards the bench area, and he'll chip it ahead to Penner, dumps it. As Penner comes off at the end of a shift, Tyson Helgeson gets hit in the back by Adam Berg. As Rush have the puck, as they'll skate to new tries. As Davis will slide it to his left. Now it goes back to Davis on the right side. He'll tap it in. Gravel chasing after it. Cranley behind his net, pushes to the far side for Wesley. Now to Dylan Fitz, who trying to nudge it towards Gallant. Rush keep it in. Center it out in front. It bounced off the stick of Yamamoto, who skates towards the near corner after the puck. Grizzlies get it to Berg, who battles with Davis. Yamamoto took it away from Berg. He'll drop it off. Left circle, centering pass out in front. Looking for Davis, goes wide. As Cole Gallant gets the puck near side. 1-on-3. He races into the zone. Gets cut off by Zach Hoffman. Grizzlies make a change behind him. As we're about 5 minutes in, Rapid City leads 1-0. Rush have outshot the Grizzlies 3-1. Teixeira across to Semick. Back to Teixeira. As Teixeira will move it to the near side for Burke. Burke crosses center ice, and he'll skate in with momentum. He'll lay it for Gallant, who trying to get it to Messner down the middle. Now Burke right wing shot goes wide. The goal light went off a little bit, but it just hit the side of the net. Messner gets pushed by Coella. Bowman in the area as Burke ran into his own guy and Cole Gallant. Rapid City raced into the attack zone. Coella centering pass, bouncing puck. Hardy couldn't reach it. Parker Bowman far side drops it for Hardy. Hardy to the left side, trying to get back to Bowman in the give and go, and it's taken away by Messner, who will bank it off the near boards. Cooper Jones, number 59, the former Stillhead, throws it back to Kenton Helgeson, back to Jones, who slides it back to Helgeson, who gets it back to Jones. Jones over to the right side to Hardy, who dumps into the far corners. The puck wobbles on its side like a spinning top as Semick gets it to Teixeira. Teixeira swings and misses. Nelson directs it towards the far corner. Semick gets spun around by Bennett. Aliardi in the area. Bennett one-on-one with Semick as Bennett pushes Semick's stick and gets the puck. Bennett trying to get to Nelson. Semick took it away. Now it goes back to Bennett in the far corner. He's held up by Stapley. Aliardi gets up top. Hot pass connects to Kenton Helgeson. He'll toss it off the end boards. It's the side of the net. Teixeira rolls it along for Cutler. Near side back to Teixeira wearing an A on his sweater. He'll bounce it to center ice. It goes to Bocage, right wing. He'll enter the zone. Stops in the right point. Bocage gets to Stapley, who moves out towards the middle for Wickers. He couldn't handle it. Bocage will sprint after it and get it in the near side of the Grizzly zone. They'll push it out to center for Stucker, who bounced it off a Stapley skate. Wickers crossing center ice near wing. He'll drive it into the right corner as the puck skips on the ice and ricochets off the board on one hop. Bocage over to Cutler. Now Stapley down the middle. Backs it up for Stucker, but the puck exited the zone. Boy, the passes haven't been crisp early on. As Wickers back at neutral ice, ahead to Stapley. He'll move it to Bocage. Left side, he'll take a righty shot. That's blocked away by Constantino. 7 minutes in, Rapid City still in their own zone. As a trip up Nathan Burke, fans wanted to call. Riley Janelle playing physical hockey. Outlet pass to the right side connects to Boyko, and he'll fling it in. Boyko has Rapid City's lone goal tonight, and the only goal of the game is Rush lead 1-0. Grizzlies out to center ice. Jordan Stone in there for the first time this series. Over to Mayhew. Stone acting as a forward as Brett Gravel enters his own, but immediately loses it. Mayhew near side, crosses center. Now he steps over the offensive line, gets it to Neal near side. Neal rolls it along the boards. Mayhew far side. As he dances around, gets it back towards Stone at the line. Stone will push it towards the far goal line, but it's taken by Rapid City. On the back check, Nathan Burke took it away from Davis. Now Rush get it to center ice. Rapid City back in their own end. We'll move it across to Hoffman. Hoffman gets the center ice right wing, and he'll loft it in. Cranley behind his net. Will direct it to the near side. Semick in the area as well as Fitz. As pass is pushed around Tyler Penner. It goes to neutral ice. As Gravel couldn't handle it. Boy, the passing's been rough for both teams here early on. Josh Wesley far side across to Mayhew. Mayhew has 7 points in his last 5 games. He crosses center ice. He steps over the blue line. Drops over Fitz. Ice slot. Righty shot is blocked by Koala. And it goes back to neutral ice. Semick moves the blue line pass to Penner. Backhands it in. Murphy behind his net gets to Helgeson near side. He'll toss it ahead as Fitz gives Parker Bowman a good shoulder. Bowman pushes Berg as a puck around Rapid City's net. Fans taking up a Let's Go Grizzlies chant. Penner taps it off a Jones skate as Rapid City moves it to Hardy, who crosses center ice. Pass doesn't connect as Semick gets it at the Utah line. He'll slowly get it to Teixeira, who moves it to Fitz along the near side. 9 minutes in, Rush lead 1-0. Fitz lifts it out to center as Rapid City gets it poked away by Teixeira. As Rush back at their blue line, Constantino has it. Grizzlies switch up skaters. As the Rush get it to neutral ice, skating from left to right. Diagonal pass connects to Aliardi. Right circle, righty shot. And it goes out of play off the protective netting as it might have bounced off of Cranley's glove. 10:44 left in the first period. So Rush 1 and the Grizzlies nothing as Simon Boyko scored a 5-on-5 goal. 2:32 into the contest. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorrentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your adventure.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
10:44 left in the first period. Rush lead 1-0. Rapid City has outshot Utah 3-1. Logan Nelson will take the draw against Cole Gallant. If we're talking about consistent performers, Cole Gallant has certainly been among the Grizzlies forwards. Gallant's got a point in 2 straight games. He's tied for second in the club with 11 multiple-point games. Grizzlies win the draw. Nathan Burke will dump it in as he gets around Constantino. Chasing after it, Tyson Helgeson and Nathan Burke collide as action deep in the Rush zone. Messner, right side, fires towards the net, goes just wide on a low liner. As Gallant near side gets a good shoulder check from Constantino. As puck lifts into the Grizzlies zone. Left wing, Blake Bennett gets it. Shot saved by Cranley. Bennett tried to feather it out in front. Stucker took it away. Great defensive play by Robbie Stucker has been impressive. And he'll ice the puck. As he was looking for Nathan Burke, his college teammate for 2 years at the University of Minnesota, but the pass was incomplete. So action will come back towards Will Cranley with 10:09 left in the first. So about halfway through the first period, Grizzlies just have one shot. On Friday night, the Grizzlies had 46 shots and scored 2 goals, but they scored 5 goals on 28 shots. Oddly enough, for the Grizzlies, it seems like they've been a little bit better when they've gotten a good quality as opposed to necessarily a good quantity. Draws in the far circle. Gallant will take it against Maurizio Coella, who's been a consistent performer all year. Off the draw, Cooper Jones' slot shot is blocked by Burke. Now up top, Kenton Helgeson fires towards the net, gets redirected by a stick and glances off the end glass. Burke gets pushed in the back by Janelle. As Stucker around his net, he gets it poked away. Now he gets the wobbling puck, trying to locate it, and he'll feed it out to center ice, but it goes back to the rush. Helgeson across to Janelle. He enters from the right side, as he'll skate towards his left and drop it for the net. Oh, shot goes just wide as they're looking for Boyko out in front. Puck goes between Helgeson and Jones out to center ice. Kenton Helgeson will tap it off the near boards. Janelle moves it ahead slowly towards Boyko, gets held up by Stucker. As Gallant saucers out to center ice, Cutler couldn't get it. As Cutler pushes Helgeson, Janelle in the area gets to Cooper Jones. Jones in front of Rapid City's net. He'll push to his right for Helgeson. Helgeson will loft it out to neutralize. Boyko couldn't glove it. As the puck bounces to Josh Wesley, they'll move it to Stapley, who tried to find Bocage cutting, but just couldn't find him. That's kind of been the story of this first period. Stapley moves out to center ice, but the only guy there was a rush skater, and Peter Muzica, who's making his 3rd professional appearance. He scored his first pro point with an assist on Saturday. Ahead to Bocage, who skates along the right wing. He'll get to Stapley, back to Bocage, who enters. He'll saucer it towards the middle for Cutler. He'll take a lefty shot. The blocker saved by Murphy. Rebound goes to the near boards as Gravel gets blasted by Bocage. Bocage won the League Player of the Week last week. Left wing, Stapley, righty shot, saved by Murphy. Stapley gets up top to Mayhew, left point. Back to Cutler, dances around. Cutler fires towards the net, gets kicked away by Murphy. As Wesley throws it off the near boards, Mayhew getting it. He'll drop it for Bocage. High slot, Bocage trying to get to Wesley. Rapid City gets the stick in the way. Loose puck near the Grizzlies bench ahead. Breakaway for Keanu Yamamoto. Take a righty shot. Saved by Cranley. As Josh Wesley far side will lift it just under the video board as it ricochets off the near wall. Grizzlies will make a full line change. Best shift by Utah by far tonight, even though Rapid City had a breakaway. Semick enters the zone near side. He'll take a lefty shot. Saved by Murphy. Rebound goes to Aliardi, who throws it behind his back for Bowman. 2-on-3. Rush, skate into the zone, but the Eagle Eye linesman says they're offside with 7:56 left in the first. It's a 6th meeting between the clubs this year. Utah is 4-0-1 against Rapid City this season. Jordan Stone in there for the first time this series. The scratches again. Kay Jensen, Michael Underwood, Cody Corbett, Cody Caron, and Aaron Aragon as they scratch with an upper body injury. Looks like it's probably more short-term, but Aragon's not in there. He's replaced by Stone, who's acting as a forward tonight. Messner will take the draw after Max Neal is kicked out of the circle. Teixeira and Jacob Semick, the defensive pairing. There's a draw won by Rapid City, and their captain, Logan Nelson, has got a goal in each of the 2 games in this series. Billy Constantino gets the loose puck near side of his own zone and wraps it around the boards to Bennett near his bench. He gets pushed, but keeps the puck. Bennett, first-year pro out of AIC. He'll get it to the right wing for Tyson Helgeson. Backhand shot to score. As Helgeson snuck it 5-hole past Will Cranley, and he gets his 4th of the year, as it's now a 2-0 game. So Helgeson just got around Semick, and Helgeson just slid it between Cranley's legs. Cranley tried to close the 5-hole, but Tyson Helgeson was crafty with a shot. Helgeson gets his 4th of the year. He's got AHL experience with Tucson and the Calgary Wranglers. So Grizzlies going to have to overcome a 2-0 deficit. 7:40 left in the first. Rush have 6 shots. Grizzlies have taken 4. As Helgeson got the goal with Blake Bennett and Constantino getting the assist. That's 2 assists tonight for Constantino. Right point, Fitz fires a shot saved by Murphy. Puck along the near side. James Hardy gets hit in the back by Berg, but moves it ahead. As Bowman gets spun around and loses the puck. Wickers ahead to Berg. He's at neutral ice. He'll pivot and get to the right wing. He'll cross center ice and loft it in. He's chasing after it as Rapid City's Cooper Jones avoids a check of Fitz. As Fitz gets the puck back, he'll look to center it. Pass goes wide of the mark as he was looking for Penner. As Rapid City, 2-on-3, gets the center ice, and they'll lift it in. Cranley gets off the backboard. He'll throw it to the far side. Robbie Stucker gathers it. Grizzlies skate from right to left here in the first period. He saucers across to Wickers, trying to corral the bouncing puck. He gets cut off the play by Zach Hoffman as Stucker comes off the ice. Rapid City gets held up along the boards. As the Rush continue to battle, as Rapid City now gets hit by Messner, but the puck is pushed to center ice. Gravel gets around Mayhew, left wing. Gravel, lefty shot, saved by Cranley, and he holds on as the whistle blows with 6:34 left in the first. So already 2 assists for Billy Constantino. Blake Bennett's had a pretty good rookie campaign. He gets his 18th assist of the season. It's been all Rush early on. They lead 2-0. The Grizzlies looking for something to change momentum. As a draw won by Utah. Josh Wesley, far side, skates up ice. So push it off of Bocage. And it goes back to Rapid City. Hoffman will direct it off the near boards as Gravel gets pushed off the puck by Burke, but Gravel will move it to his left. As Brett Davis, left side, fires towards the net. The puck gets there under it as it skips off the glass in the near side. As Burke and Hoffman battle. As Burke will lift it over Hoffman's head. It bounces into the Rush zone. No icing. Grizzlies make a full line change. About 6 minutes left in the first. It's 2-0 Rush. Constantino gets around Bocage, crossing center ice. Constantino's been impressive this series. He'll tap it off the far boards. Cranley pushes to Semick in the near far side. As Semick head towards Wesley across the center. Wesley back to Stapley, right side. Stapley gets blasted by Tyson Helgeson. As Constantino fumbles the puck. Bocage left side, collides with Janelle. Janelle taking the puck as he continues to battle with Bocage. Bocage has the puck hacked to center ice. Stapley re-enters from the right side. He'll get to Bocage, far circle. Bocage, far goal line, stops, chips out to Texero. Take a lefty shot that goes wide. Now far side shot, it's the side of the net. Stapley around the net to Cutler. Will take a shot. Saved by Murphy, and he holds on as Grizzlies had some good looks. Wojtek Shera just didn't get much on the one-timer from the slot, and then Cutler had a good look from the left side as well. 5:19 left in the first. Rapid City has goals from Simon Boyko and Tyson Helgeson. It's the Rush 2 and the Grizzlies nothing. We're back in 1 minute on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh.
.19 left in the first. It's Rush 2 and the Grizzlies nothing. Rapid City's outshot Utah 7-5. Cutler will take the drives out there with Stapley and Bocage. Watch out for Cutler. He's got 6 goals and 3 assists in his last 5 games. Brett Stapley's averaging 1.80 points per game over the last 5 contests. Utah wins the draw. Bocage over to Stucker, right side. Righty shot, saved by Murphy, and he holds on. Wickers and Stucker have seen a ton of minutes for the Grizzlies this series. Normally it's Mayhew and Wesley, and we've seen a lot of that duo as well. Draws give me the far circle. Later this week, the Norfolk Admirals will be in town for a 3-game set starting on Saturday night. 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 faceoff. You want to see here for Military Night, presented by Mountain Land Supply. Grizzlies won the draw. Slot, Stucker shot is blocked. Bocage gets spun around. Now Cutler left side. Lefty shot is blocked by Kenton Helgeson. Kenton Helgeson pushes Cutler along the near boards. As the puck bounces to Aliardi, number 42. Aliardi sporting an A on his sweater and a long beard and long hair. Puck ends up in the Grizzlies bench. Assistant coach Christian Horn picks it up. Horn thinks about putting it back in play, and he does. Horn with kind of a navy blue suit jacket. Not quite a white shirt. Pretty sweet look that Christian Horn's got going tonight. Horn was a player for the Grizzlies in the 2020-21 season. He also played in 1 game at the end of the 2019-2020 campaign before the season got canceled on March 12th of 2020. He ended up scoring a goal in that one game against Rapid City on March 7th of 2020. Fun fact. Grizzlies win the draw. It's back in their own zone as Utah skates from right to left here in the period. As Mayhew stops behind Cranley. As Grizzlies have yet to get a power play tonight. Mayhew over to the right side for Fitz, who drives it in. Puck rolls towards the near side. Mayhew chases after it, and he gets up top to Penner, left side. Now across to Wesley. Wesley, the Grizzlies captain, son of Glenn Wesley, who played 20 years in the NHL. Across to Berg. He'll feed it to the near side, looking for Penner, who couldn't reach it. Zach Hoffman, who's a big defenseman at 6'3", 209, pushes ahead. Action still in the rush zone as Penner taps off the near boards for Berg, who spins it along the wall. Penner gallops after it. He gets it the far side or reverse it back to the near side. Berg and Fitz skate back over there, but Rapid City feeds it to the near corner themselves. As Muzyka pushes Berg, and it looked like Fitz got hit up high as he holds his face. No penalty. It must have been incidental. As 2-on-2 battle over in the corner. Berg surveys. 3:49 and counting left in the first. Penner comes out of the pile with the puck. He'll feed it up top to Mayhew. Directs it across to Wesley. Right side, Wesley rolls along the boards. Penner behind the net. Chips it towards Fitz, but it's cut off by Rapid City. Throws it to the near side for Hardy. He'll squib it out to the neutral ice. As Quella has a tap off his stick. Mayhew at center ice. He'll skate down the middle and enter the zone. Back to Cutler. Over to the middle for Neal. Take a lefty shot that goes wide. Neal looking for his first pro goal. Will poke it to Cutler. He filters it back towards Stone. Over to Cutler. Neal skates to the near corner. He gathers the puck, and he'll whip it along the boards. But the Grizzlies were switching up defensemen. Teixeira gets it all the way back at the Utah line. Across to Semick, who surveys. He'll push it out to Max Neal. He couldn't reach it. Now Neal gets it back, and he'll squib it towards Murphy, who gets on 3 hops to the ice and pushes to Tyson Helgeson, who's got one of 2 goals. Cutler kicks it to the far corner. Helgeson will push it along the near wall as Semick avoids a check as a rush skater goes down. Semick near side, fanned on a centering pass. Rapid City comes back the other way. 3-on-3, Constantino crosses the center ice, and they'll lift it in as the puck ricochets off the far corner. Yamamoto up top to Helgeson, left point, lefty shot goes wide. As puck goes back to Rapid City, Brett Gravel dances around. Now squib towards his left. He'll take a shot that's blocked away. And the puck goes back to Brandon Cutler near circle. Gentle push and a mild arc, and the old biscuit will bounce at neutral ice. Rush up ahead. Gravel enters, drops it for Yamamoto. Skate to the right circle, back to Gravel. Near goal line, lefty shot saved by Cranley. He holds on with 2:15 left in the first. Well, action's been a little bit rough and ragged here so far as Rush have the first 2 goals in the game. Utah's had some pretty good looks, and you can almost tell that the Grizzlies are making a concerted effort to get some traffic out in front of the net. They've done a good job getting bodies in front of Connor Murphy. Murphy seems to be the guy that Scott Bird is trusting most of all. You know, Matt Radomski's played a ton of games with Rapid City, but it looks like Murphy's been a good goalie as of late. And the goals Utah have scored this weekend, they've had to earn them. Puck lifts high into the air. It bounces in the first row of section 114. As let's see if it was a rush that could be a delay of game they're talking about right now. And it is. 2 minutes for delay of game as they gave a fan a souvenir over on row 1. Oh, but it's going to be a Grizzlies penalty, though, as it was in the Grizzlies zone. A youngster comes away with a souvenir, and Nathan Burke can't believe it as he shakes his head back and forth. He looks up at the video board hoping to get a replay. Burke gave a fan a souvenir in section 114, row 1, and that's 2 minutes for delay of game. So Rapid City goes on the power play for the second time here in the first period. As Burke tried to lift it out of the zone and just lifted it out of play. And that's delay of game. As the puck rolls along the near boards, Rapid City gets it. Alex Aliardi, right point, will whip it around the boards. Hardy near the left side, lets it go past him. Nelson also lets it go past him as well. Gallant with great speed, chasing after it, and he skates around Rapid City's net. Gallant feathers out in front. Shot saved by Murphy. As Gallant had found Messner, has got 3 shorthanded goals this season. Now Aliardi, far goal line, centers it, and it's poked away by Quinn Wickers, who dove and made a great defensive play. As Gallant battles along the far side with Bennett. Bennett kicks it up top. Nelson back towards Bennett. Over to Nelson. He's in the high slot. Nelson over to Bennett along the far circle. He gets on one knee, gets to Aliardi. As Aliardi feathers it out in front to Brett Davis. Davis throws it off the far boards and chases after it. Davis gets up top to Bennett, who slides it to Nelson. Nelson filters it back to Bennett. Left side over to Aliardi. Aliardi surveys. He's the leading scorer for the Rush this season. Up top for Nelson. Now across to Aliardi, left side. He'll get it down the middle for James Hardy. He'll take a lefty shot, and it's blocked away. Puck goes back to Nelson, right side. He'll skate around Bennett as they switch places. Nelson left side, shot. Glove saved by Cranley as he snatched it about waist high, and he holds on with 58 seconds left in the first. 48 seconds left in the Rapid City power play. So Burke will come out of the box with about 10 seconds left in the first period, assuming Rapid City doesn't get a power play goal. It's 2-0 Rush in the rubber match. Both teams have 3 out of 4 standings points here so far this series. Tyler Penner will take the draw. It's consecutive game number 202 for Penner in the Grizzlies uniform and in this league. High slot Constantinu will move it to the left side after the Rush won the draw. Constantinu, high slot, dance around. Now he'll pivot back to his right as he'll push to the right side. Rush did make a line change during the last break. Far goal line, shot saved by Cranley. Rebound, shot saved by Cranley again. Grizzlies will throw it out into the Rush zone on a long distance flight. Murphy behind his net, challenged by Berg as the puck kicks towards Brett Gravel, who skates down the middle with speed. 24 seconds left in the period. Gravel crosses center ice, gets around Cutler. Gravel steps over the blue line, filters towards the near corner. Now up top for Zach Hoffman. Right point righty shot, glove saved by Cranley. He holds on with 13.4 seconds left in the first. Rush are up to 12 shots. Grizzlies have taken 7 here so far. 3 seconds left in the Rapid City power play. Grizzlies do have the 9th best power penalty kill at home. 61 for 75. Koala will take the drop for Rapid City. He's played in every game for the Rush. Brandon Cutler has done so for Utah as well. Grizzlies are back at full strength. Cutler over to Stapley. Stapley back to Cutler. Enters the zone down the left side. He'll take a lefty shot. Saved by Murphy. Cutler gets it back. 2 seconds left in the period. He gets up top to Texture. Fires at the buzzer. He gets redirected, but the goal doesn't count. The referee waves it off. Grizzlies fired it from the high slot. It got redirected, and the puck ended up crossing the goal line. The lights are flickering back and forth. However, it looked like the puck crossed after the 20 minutes came off the clock. I think the buzzer and time ran out. Yeah, time looks like it had ran out as Teixeira took the shot. It got redirected maybe by 2 sticks, and the goal is waved off. It looked like a pretty easy call. The lights started flickering back and forth as whoever's around the lights thought that the goal would have counted. Puck ended up in the back of the net, but time ran out on Utah. Well, after 1, it's Rapid City 2 and Utah nothing. We'll come back and recap the first 20 minutes of play, and we'll also go over some scores from around the world of sports. There's only one other game in the ECHL, and we'll talk some hockey here during the first intermission as well. Once again, after 20 minutes of play, it's Rapid City 2 and Utah nothing. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice, more amazing food, more value, from huge breakfasts to delicious lunches and hearty dinners. Black Bear Diner has more for you. So get more when you want it, the way you want it, and get it today.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner. Black Bear Diner.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
First intermission here at Maverick Center. Rapid City leads 2-0. The Rush outshot the Grizzlies 12-8 in the first period. One positive, though, for Utah was a penalty kill, as it was a perfect 2-for-2 in the first period. Cole Gallant got a high sticky minor 23 seconds into the game. Now, Rapid City didn't score on that power play, but they scored 9 seconds after the power play ended. So the Rush did have some offensive zone time, and puck ended up on the near goal line. Looked like Constantino kind of bobbled it for a second. Coella was cutting towards the net, and he lost his balance. The puck ended up squibbing across to Simon Boyko, and Boyko's really been a good presence for Rapid City. He was acquired in late January from the SBHL, and Boyko's really been a spark plug for the Rush. He gets his 8th goal in a Rush uniform, 2:32 win with Coella, and Billy Constantino getting the assist. And for Constantino, it's his first of 2 assists on the night, and he's probably been Rapid City's most dependable defenseman in this series. About 10 minutes after Boyko scored, Rush got another one as Tyson Helgeson scored his 4th of the year with Blake Bennett and Billy Constantino getting the assist. As Helgeson was just skating along the right wing and just kind of fired an innocent-looking backhand shot between the legs of Will Cranley. One of those where Cranley just didn't close the 5-hole enough, and that made it 2-0. As Tyson Helgeson got his 4th of the year, as we mentioned before, Bennett and Constantino picked up the assists. Brandon Cutler has 4 of Utah's 8 shots here in the first period. Messner, Semick, Bocage, and Stucker have the other shots. It's going to be interesting to see if the Grizzlies can make a comeback attempt here in the second period. Now, Utah has been a good third period club this season. Rapid City has really struggled in the third period. So we'll talk about that during the second intermission, as this one's not over yet, but the Grizzlies are going to have to find a way to get some momentum back into this game. Scoring chances in the first period, Rapid City had 6 and the Grizzlies had 4. So half of both team shots were considered to be scoring chances by the off-ice officials. Grizzlies had 8 face-off wins. Rapid City had 7. Utah had 8 hits in the first period. Rapid City had 5. Grizz had 4 giveaways, and the Rush had 2. The passing was kind of clunky, probably more clunky than it's normally been lately for the Grizzlies, and we'll see if that cleans up here, as it was just one of those where Rapid City had all the momentum. The best thing for Utah in that first period was the penalty kill, which was a perfect 2-for-2. As they had a power play there, just about the first 2 minutes of the first period, and they just about had a penalty kill the last 2 minutes of the first period. So we'll see if the Grizzlies, who's going to be that spark plug for Utah. It's been that Stapley Cutler line as of late. They added Alex Bocage to that line, and you talk about that 3-man unit. That's really been instrumental. And you talk about, who's been Utah's 3 best forwards. Obviously, Bocage has only been here for 15 games, but Stapley and Cutler have just been consistent all year. And it almost feels like if the Grizzlies are going to make a comeback here, it's going to be that forward line that's going to jumpstart things. But also watch out for Nathan Burke. He made some things happen in the first period as well. And Cole Gallant gave Utah a pretty good chance shorthanded. He showed some pretty good hustles. He found Messner cutting in front of the net. And I almost had that feeling Mick Messner's due. He's been stuck at 13 goals for a few games here. And this seems like the type of game where Mick Messner, with his hustle and his ability to just find the right areas, it feels like those sort of games where Mick Messner is going to come up with a big goal for Utah. You got to tip your hat to Rapid City. They've been playing well. It's really been a balanced attack. Statistically, if you look at their season stats, they're a team that's kind of top-heavy in terms of the production. Ali Artie's gotten a ton of production with 57 points in 57 games. They've gotten a lot from Logan Nelson with 53 points in 55 games. Blake Bennett's been a really good first-year pro with 25 goals to lead the Rush. It's really been the top 2 forward lines that have really been the big contributors. But yet in the first period, it was kind of the quote-unquote glue guys, some of the role players, and Simon Boyko And Tyson Helgeson has been a consistent blue liner for Rapid City this season. They've got Rapid City's goals, and Billy Constantine, who I think was just, if I saw right, was just released in late January. It was just one of those pickups that anybody could have gotten. Constantino, who was released by Maine on January 28th of this season, he's turned out to be a pretty good addition for Scott Burt's crew. So we'll see what happens here in the second. Rapid City leads Utah 1-0. There's one other game in the league today, and it's already gone final on a Monday afternoon over at Mary Brown Center, a game that was previously supposed to be played on Friday, yet there was a massive snowstorm in the Newfoundland area, so they postponed Friday's game, and I believe this is the makeup date. Rapid City won 5-4 in overtime as Patrick Kudla got the game winner 1:15 in. Will Merchant and the goaltender Jared Moe with the assist on that goal. Moe, the Idaho goaltender, got the win, stopping 37 of 41. Idaho got 2 goals from Willie Neeram. Kudla got the game winner in overtime, had 1 goal and 1 assist, and Francesco Arcuri also had 1 goal and 1 assist. Remember, the Grizzlies will have 5 games against Idaho remaining in the regular season. Once again, in overtime, Idaho defeated Newfoundland 5-4. We'll come back and talk some hockey, and we'll also talk about the remainder of the schedule. After tonight, there's going to be 14 games left in the regular season for both the Grizzlies and the Rush. What does Utah need to do to find a way to clinch a playoff spot? We'll talk about that on the other side. And there's also 4 NHL games going on tonight. We'll give you an update on those scores as well. After one period, it's Rapid City 2, Utah 0. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice. More amazing food. More value. So get more. And get it today.
Black Bear Diner.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorrentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. 4 NHL games tonight. 2 have gone final. St. Louis defeats Boston 5-1. Rangers get a 3-1 victory over New Jersey. Halfway through the third period, Winnipeg has a 3-0 lead over Washington. And at 8:30, the New York Islanders are at the LA Kings. Well, after tonight, there's 14 games left in the regular season. 9 of the 14 will be here at Maverick Center. So if the Grizzlies find a way to protect home ice, more times than not, they're probably going to be postseason bound. As it stands right now, the Grizzlies are tied with Wichita of all teams for 4th place in the Mountain Division. That's right. Wichita has been on a hot streak. They've won, if I remember right, 8 of the last 11 games. They put themselves back in the playoff race. Now, remember, Allen's got a game in hand on Utah. For the Grizzlies, it's game 58 of the regular season. Allen has only played 56. So the Americans, after tonight, will have 2 games in hand. As it stands right now, the Grizzlies and Wichita are tied in 4th place with 54 points. Allen is 1 point back at 53. Rapid City is in last place with 45 points. It is very realistic that the Grizzlies can end up passing Tulsa for 3rd place in the Mountain Division, as Tulsa is just 4 points ahead of Utah for 3rd place. And after tonight, Tulsa and Utah will have played exactly 58 games. Kansas City has already clinched a playoff spot. They've got 91 points, and they're in 1st place. Idaho's in 2nd place with 81 points. Tulsa's in 3rd place with 58 points. Then you got the 2-way tie with Utah and Wichita for 4th in the Mountain Division. And remember, the top 4 teams in each division make the playoffs. And so really it's going to come down to the Grizzlies' ability to protect home ice. And when they're on the road, the 3 games against Rapid City are going to be critical. March 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. That's going to be a 3-game and 3-day set over in Rapid City. It's going to be critical that the Grizzlies get something out of that set. And it's also going to be big that the Grizzlies get something over Idaho Central Arena in late March. Utah, you're talking about really, their play at home being a big part as to why the Grizzlies are even in this playoff race to begin with. I mean, Utah is 17-8-1 at home this season. They've outscored opponents. I guess we can count the first period tonight. It's still an 87-74 edge at home. 35 of the 54 standings points have come at Maverick Center. And, a big part of that's been the Grizzlies' ability to protect leads. Utah is 9-0 at home when leading after 1 and 11-1 when leading after 2 here at home. Problem in this series, Grizzlies haven't played with the lead all that often, as Rapid City's really given Utah all they can handle in this series. Grizzlies have done a good job winning the close games. I think if Utah can find a way to keep it close, they can find a way like they did on Saturday to get that big goal that can make the difference. You remember Friday, even though the Grizzlies did lose in overtime, Nathan Burke did score with a little bit less than 3 minutes left in regulation to make sure that Utah got a standing point for the night. So Utah didn't come away empty-handed that evening. And, as much as the Grizzlies' home performance has been critical to them being in the playoff race, it's really been their ability since the calendar turned from 2023 to 2024, their ability to win some road games. As Grizzlies, it's not like they've won a ton of road games in 2024, but they've won their fair share. Over the last 20 road games, which kind of starts with the 9-game road trip at the start of January, the Grizzlies are 9-10-1. So they've done a good job winning their fair share on the road to give themselves a chance over the last 14 games. So we'll see what happens here in the second period if the Grizzlies can find a way to make a comeback attempt. I do know one thing, the renaissance of hockey in the Salt Lake Valley is alive and well. Coming into play tonight, the Grizzlies have had 7 home games with over 7,600 fans. And over the last 14 home games, starting with the Teddy Bear Toss on December 9th, the Grizzlies are averaging 7,278 fans per game. A lot of times when you talk about the history of hockey here in the state of Utah, you do refer back to the 2002 Olympics, where Canada won the gold medal. 2002 was an interesting time. The Grizzlies were in the American Hockey League at that point. And 1 year later, the 2002-03 campaign, the Grizzlies averaged 6,353 fans per game. And this year, the Grizzlies are on pace to have the best attendance total since 2003. As Grizzlies are entering play tonight, averaging 5,989 fans per game. So it's going to be a lot of fun here. As remember, the homestand does continue. What's that word again? Fun. Well, you're going to get that here at Maverick Center this upcoming Saturday. It's going to be military night presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. The Grizzlies are going to be wearing specialty jerseys for the occasion. And those are, I think you'll see those later on during the week on the Grizzlies social media channels. It's a pretty sharp looking jersey. Remember, Sunday's game, the middle game of the 3-game set against the Admirals, will be at 3:10. A 3:10 start. And then Monday, March 18th, which is going to be another Smith's Family Night, that is going to be at 7:10. So 2 straight weeks, the Grizzlies are playing on a Monday here at Maverick Center. And remember, every Monday and Wednesday home game for the Grizzlies is a Smith's Family Night with 4 tickets for $40 and then $10 for each additional ticket after that. I'll come back and have second period action. We'll see if the Grizzlies can make a comeback attempt. And remember, you can still make a bid for the Optum first goal of the game. Who do you think is scoring first for Utah? And I'm still going with Mick Messner. I got a feeling he's going to get a nice centering pass from Cole Gallant out in front. It's the Rush, 2, and the Grizzlies nothing. We'll come back and have second period action on the other side. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Smith's always always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smiths app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
It's a Rush 2 and the Grizzlies 1. We talked about the Iron Man, Tyler Penner, who's making his 202nd consecutive appearance with the Grizzlies. That's in the regular season. If you count the playoffs, the streak is now at 226. Rapid City's actually had quite a few guys who have appeared in every game. It's game 58 for the Rush. Forwards Maurizio Coella, Keanu Yamamoto, Brett Gravel, Alex Aliardi, and Blake Bennett have appeared in every game this season. And Logan Nelson has appeared in all but 2 games for the Rush this year. So you talk about, we've talked about their top 2 forward lines kind of dominating the stat sheet for them. And they certainly have, even though it's been a couple of role players that picked up first period goals. And Simon Boyko, he scored 2 minutes and 32 seconds in. Then Tyson Helgeson about 10 minutes later, 12-20, and made it a 2-0 game. We'll see if the Grizzlies can get a power play. Remember, Utah did not have a single power play in the series opener on Friday. On Saturday, Utah was 2 for 5 in the man advantage, and that was certainly a big part as to why the Grizzlies were able to get 2 standings points. Utah didn't get a power play in the first period. We'll see if they can get on the man advantage at some point in the second period, because it felt like the 5-man unit of Cutler, Stapley, Bocage, Fitz, and Mayhew have started to gel pretty well in the man advantage. Grizzlies will be skating from left to right as we see it from high top section 114. Cole Gallant will take the face off. He's out there with Nathan Burke and Mick Messner. Defensive pairing is Quinn Wickers and Robbie Stucker. Brett Davis takes the drop for Rapid City. He wins it. Rush skating from right to left as Tyson Helgeson wraps it around the boards as Rapid City, far goal line, chips it out in front, but the pass goes wide of the mark as they're looking for Brett Gravel as Gallant crosses center ice with speed. He'll bounce it off of Gravel. Gravel gets the puck near the Grizzlies bench. He gets pushed by Burke. Burke spins him around. Puck ends up with Messner, and he'll loft it in as it ricochets off the glass in the near corner of the Rush zone. Tyson Helgeson outlets the Yamamoto over to Gravel, who enters the zone. He'll skate around the net towards the far side. He loses the puck in the far corner. It goes back to Gravel, feeds up top Nelson. One-timer saved by Cranley. That was a rocket from Yamamoto. Well, it looked like a Logan Nelson type of shot with the way he released it. Gravel dances around the far circle, moves it towards Yamamoto up top to Hoffman. Right side, he'll squib it into the near corner as it ricochets on towards Muzica. As Grizzlies will tap it off the near glass. Muzica keeps it in. It's poked away by Bocage. Bennett over towards Davis. Left side. Lefty shot goes wide. Blake Bennett on the right side will move it across. Rapid City's affiliated with the Calgary Flames. Yamamoto wings it around the boards. Brett Davis feeds it up top to Muzica. He'll take a lefty shot. Glove saved by Cranley. Blake Bennett was battling in front of the net with Quinn Wickers, but Cranley snatched it cleanly as we get our first whistle, 1:15 into the second period. Draws give me the Grizzlies zone. Not many shots here so far. Rapid City's up to 14. Grizzlies have 8 as Rush are taking the first 2 shots of this second period. Tyler Penner, the third-year pro out of Colgate, will take the draw against, I think that's James Hardy. No, it's Logan Nelson. Not even close. Rapid City, Bennett over towards Kenton Helgeson near side. He has a kick off his skate. Fitz skates over there and battles him. As Mayhew in the area, Fitz hacks away with Blake Bennett. Puck bounced off of Bennett's back. And Nelson chasing after it in the slot, but Josh Wesley comes out with it. Wesley will bank it off the near boards, looking for Fitz, but it goes past him all the way down for an icing call. As Fitz got occupied by Kenton Helgeson, and Fitz couldn't get a stick out to tap it at center ice. Kenton Helgeson and Fitz talking things over. Helgeson spent a year and a half with the Grizzlies here in the 2015-2016 season. Then he was with Utah in the 2016-2017 year. He was on an NHL contract with Anaheim at the time. The Grizzlies were affiliated with the Ducks, and he was actually part of an NHL deal involving him with the Ducks and Chicago Blackhawks. He ended up in the Blackhawks organization. The Grizzlies lost him as a result of it. Utah wins the face-off. Penner pushes ahead to Berg. Berg skates around Aliardi and loses his balance. A penalty is going to be called. Aliardi can't believe it, but hooking's going to be the call And the Grizzlies are going to get their first power play of the game. Kind of a tough one for the official as I think Berg's back was towards him. Aliardi shaking his head back and forth. He can't believe it. As we talked about, going into the period, can the Grizzlies find a way to get some power plays? And they get one right here. Cutler, Fitz, and Bocage down low with Cutler taking the face off. The University of Denver connection. Kyle Mayhew and Brett Stapley up top. 18:08 left in the second period. Logan Nelson takes the face off for Rapid City. He wins it. As Tyson Helgeson has had a good game. Skates along the near side and he loses it. Up top, Brett Stapley skates towards the right circle. He had a power play goal on Saturday. He feeds up top to Bocage. Moves it to Mayhew. He's in the left point. Mayhew shuffles and gets it to Bocage. He filters it back to Mayhew. Taps it off the near boards for Stapley. Centers out to Cutler. One-timer goes wide. As Bocage far corner gets up top to Mayhew. It goes past his stick and out to center ice. Grizzlies reset. Mayhew saucers to Stapley, who flubs it towards Fitz. Fitz gets pushed in the back by Quella and taken off the puck by Tyson Helgeson. Quella one-hands, but it's kept in by Stapley, who skates down the middle. He'll center it to Fitz. He'll take a shot that goes wide. Stapley along the end boards. Gets pushed to the corner by Helgeson. Cutler gets hit in the shoulder. Mayhew gets the Bocage high slot. Over to Stapley. Right side toe drag. Righty shot. Saved by Murphy. And he holds on. Good job by Rapid City boxing out Cutler and Fitz. And Murphy diving in front of the crease to not let Utah get a second look. It's that same move, that kind of toe drag towards the middle. Kind of a crafty shot. We've seen Stapley score quite a few goals this season on that particular shot. Kind of almost looked like how he scored on Saturday, minus the bouncing it off of two Rapid City skaters' parts. Grizzlies will change things up. Burke, Gallant, and Messner down low, with Gallant taking the face-off. Up top, two defensemen, Josh Wesley and Robbie Stucker. Watch out for Wesley. He's got 6 power play goals this season, which are the most among league defensemen. Rush win the face-off. They sell it over Wesley's head and skips towards Cranley. Cranley plays behind his net. No dropper for Stucker as Grizzlies skate from left to right. 53 seconds and counting left in Utah's power play. Stucker over to Burke, who crosses center ice left wing. He'll chip it to Wesley, who enters the zone, but the Grizzlies are offside. Muzyka pushes Wesley after the whistle. Draw's going to come back to neutral ice. It's a 6 of 9 meetings between the clubs. Remember, Utah will be in Rapid City just about 2 weeks from now, March 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. A Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. Sunday, the 24th, will be at, I think, 4 o'clock. And the other two games, first two games of that set will be at 7:05. It's Rapid City's in the Mountain Time Zone. Nathan Burke got hit in the side. Looks like he's really limping. And it looked like the Rapid City guy got him pretty good. As Muzyka hacking away at Burke. Rapid City wins the draw, and Riley Janelle clears it out. Janelle played with Connor Bedard with the Regina Pats last season in the WHL. It's his first year as a pro. Gallant crosses center ice, steps over the line, gets it to Messner. Near side, who kicks it back to Gallant in the corner. Back to Messner. Messner played his college hockey at Wisconsin and Merrimack. As puck rolls to the left point, Wesley, who's considered a veteran, he'll wrap it around the wall towards the near side. Rapid City chasing after it. Muzyka will fling it into the Grizzlies zone from left to right. As the puck hits the stanchion and rolls towards the middle. Stucker gets the wobbling puck. Looks like Peter Muzyka is going to be a good defenseman for Rapid City. Just a recent signing. Out to center ice, Messner got hit in the back by Tyson Helgeson. It's deep in the rush zone. Rusher back at full strength. Penner chips it out in front. It's picked off by Tyson Helgeson, but it rolls back to Penner. Penner throws it off the backboard. Neal trying to get it to Messner. Pass goes wide of the mark. Rapid City angles it out to Bennett on the left side. Over to Aliardi, fresh out of the box. Over to Bennett, who throws it in deep. Aliardi chasing after it. He pushes Wesley along the glass. Stucker gets hit and gets divorced on the puck. Aliardi will bounce it off the near boards to Tyson Helgeson. Now across. Right side. Righty shot. Saved by Cranley. As he gathers it, the shot was taken by Billy Constantinu, the former Norfolk Admiral. And speaking of Norfolk Admirals, Patrick walking behind us. He was an intern with Norfolk for the last couple of years. And I know he's excited about the Admirals coming to town. I believe their broadcaster, Weston DeWitt, is going to be in town for the weekend. Looking forward to meeting him. Maybe I met him during the league meetings last summer. I don't remember. But it's good to have him here this weekend. Draws in the far circle. Rapid City still leads 2-0. Off the draw, Aliardi will take a righty shot that goes wide. As Grizzlies behind their net will chip it to the far side. Grizz skate from left to right. As Neal will lift it ahead. Adam Berg chasing after it. Berg, the former Cincinnati Cyclone, cuts in front of Cutton Helgeson. As Helgeson battles with Berg, Berg gets double teamed. Jones will push it towards the near corner. Penner over there with Neal as they both avoid colliding with each other. Berg feathers it out in front. It's picked off by Helgeson. He'll slice it all the way towards Cranley. And that's Kenton Helgeson. Boy, both Helgeson brothers are probably playing the best game of their series here. As 25 minutes into the contest, Rush still lead 2-0. Grizzlies squibbing out to center. Aliardi will force it back in as the Rush shuffle the deck and get 5 new skaters on the ice. As Bocage over to Stapley right wing. Stapley over the blue line. He'll skate around Rapid City's net with speed. Trying to get to Cutler. It's taken away by Muzica. Now ahead. Grizzlies. Stapley took it away. Right wing pass to Wickers. Now across to Cutler. Left side shot is blocked by Hoffman. As Cutler gets it in the far side. Now he's at the goal line over to Bocage. You're trying to feather it back to Cutler. He'll take a shot. And somehow Murphy made the save. Boy, the pass connected. Bocage just somehow was able to get through to Cutler right in front of the crease. Cutler had a pretty good look as he was trying for his 29th goal of the season. Somehow Connor Murphy was able to make the stop. Bocage very patient with it, looking for that passing angle. And it was a nice save by the left pad of Connor Murphy. And Rapid City's Bowman skating behind Murphy to make sure the puck didn't trickle between his legs. Good opportunity for the Grizzlies, but still 2-0 Rush. 5.5 minutes into the second period. Rush won the draw and they'll lift it out of play. Is a delay of game? No, the referee says it bounced off the glass. Ryan Kanasowicz thinks otherwise. I think I did hear it bounce off the glass, though, as fan comes away with the souvenir. Guy sporting a beard. Now he sees himself in the video board. And now they turned it into the kiss cam. Good for them. Game puck. Good stuff. 5.5 minutes into the second period. Still 2-0 Rush. Rapid City wins the draw. We're skating 5-on-5 as the Rush lift it into the Grizzlies zone. And Wesley will bat it back into center ice area as Wesley couldn't handle on the near side. Tyson Helgeson throws it ahead. It bounced off a stick as it swibs into the Grizzlies zone. Wesley will tap it to Mayhew. Now the Grizzlies get to Stapley. Stapley in the near side, backhands it towards center ice, but Gravel keeps it in. Now the Rush feed it to Davis, who tried to lay it out in front of the net for Yamamoto. The pass goes wide of the mark. Rapid City will squib it back in. Mayhew over to Cutler. He's near the Rush bench. He'll loft it towards Bocage, who enters 2-on-2. Bocage feeds to the corner and chases after it. As Cutler delivers a dangerous push on Davis. Davis goes down, and Utah touches up. It's going to be a penalty on Brandon Cutler as he pushed Davis awkwardly along the wall. Davis slow to get up. I think Cutler apologizes. He wanted to make sure that Cutler's okay, that Davis is okay, but Brandon Cutler's going to get a penalty. 13:44 left in the second period. It's a Rush 2 and the Grizzlies nothing. Grisby hanging out high atop section 114. He's got some cotton candy. Hey, thanks, Grisby. Look, make sure to have that here later on. Rush lead 2-0. They'll be on the power play when we come back in 30 seconds on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice. More amazing food. More value. So get more. And get it today.
Black Bear Diner.
Rapid City's on the power play. 13:44 left in the second period. As Brett Davis luckily was able to get back to his feet as he just kind of was in an awkward position, and Cutler threw him into the boards. Luckily, as we mentioned, it looked like Davis was able to get back to his feet. Looks like he's on the ice kind of skating to make sure he's all right. Cutler gets 2 minutes for cross-checking. 6:16 into the second. As the draw is going to be in the Grizzlies zone, Rapid City talking things over for quite a while. As it looks like pretty much an extended timeout, almost to the point. As looks like Bocage also got 2 minutes as well. I think that's why the timeout's called. Bocage, according to the scoreboards, also with a penalty. Bocage right now is not in the penalty box unless he's laying down flat. Cutler's in the box, so's Bocage. But according to the scoreboard, now Bocage looks like he's going to the box as well. No, Jordan Stone's going to the box. Bocage might have gotten a game misconduct as he throws his helmet and goes to the locker room. Well, let's see when we get to the bottom of this. As Bocage is in the locker room, Stone's representing him in the box. I wonder if Bocage has gotten the heave-ho. 5-on-3 power play for Rapid City. Two minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. And he gets a game misconduct. He shot the puck out of play. An automatic game misconduct. He is out of the game. He got the heave-ho. Rapid City wins the draw. 5-on-3 power play for 2 minutes. Nelson, the high slot. Throws to the far side for Coella. As Rapid City gets it back to Nelson. One-timer. Saved by Cranley. Everybody hacking away. And Cranley's covered up. So Alex Bocage, when the penalty was called for Cutler, I think he casually flipped the puck into the seats. That's an automatic game misconduct. As he went to the locker room, Stone's representing him right now. 1:42 left in the 5-on-3 power play. As a draw goes between the Rapid City two guys up top. Yeah, Bocage shot the puck out of play and got a game misconduct. So he gets the heave-ho, the reigning league player of the week. Rapid City enters the zone, leading 2-0 on a 5-on-3 power play for the next minute 30. As Rush whip it around the boards towards the near side. Aliardi with good hands gets it in the left point. They'll throw it to Nelson in the high slot. Nelson throws to the far goal line. As Rapid City dance around, they skate back towards the right point. And that's Blake Bennett. He'll throw it to the far circle all alone. Rapid City gets it back to Nelson. Now back to the far side, over to Nelson. One-timer, and Cranley got a piece of it as it flies out of play off the protective netting. So you're talking about a huge loss. Alex Bocage, who's been unbelievable in this series, but he gets the heave-ho. Shot the puck out of play after the whistle. Cutler's penalty was a cross-checking minor. Draws going to be in the far circle. Yamamoto will take it for Rapid City. He's got one goal in this series. Gallant will take it for Utah. Puck goes up top to Rapid City. Hoffman across to Hardy. He's in the left point. Hardy will get to Hoffman in the high slot. He'll feed it to the far goal line as Rapid City throws it around the net to the near side. Now back to the far side. Now back towards Yamamoto. He dances around, surveys. Now gets it to Hardy in the left side. Hardy pivots and feeds it back towards Constantinu. He gets to the far goal line. Now back to Yamamoto. Over to Rapid City. Wraparound shot. And that one goes wide. Boy, Quinn Wickers just threw Rapid City's player into the crossbar. And that's Brett Gravel. As Wickers got pretty aggressive with his former teammate, Gravel ended up ricocheting his face right off the crossbar, hacking away at Cranley. No goal, 39 seconds left in the 5-on-3. At that point, kind of like what we had on Friday, Cutler and Stone will both come out of the box. Bocage tonight's been paired up with Cutler and Stapley. Obviously, we'll keep an eye to see who's going to be on that line with Cutler and Stapley, who replaces Bocage on that line. As a draw won by Rapid City, they're in the attack zone, skating from right to left. Maurizio Coella over to Logan Nelson, back to Coella. He's on the right side. Coella with 10 goals this season feeds it to the far goal line. Rapid City, I think that's Blake Bennett. I need some new glasses. Skates towards a high slot, lefty shot. It is blocked by Gallant. Now Aliardi skates towards his right. He'll skate towards the right circle across to Nelson, who skates towards his right. Now drops off for Bennett. He'll take a lefty shot. It's blocked by Gallant. Now to Nelson. Over to the far goal line. Lefty shot. Saved by Cranley. 7 seconds left in the 5-on-3 power play. As Davis feathers it to Aliardi, who gets it across. Shot is blocked by Quinn Wickers. Stone and Cutler out of the box. Grizzlies back at full strength. Nelson, far circle, centers it to Davis, who couldn't handle it. Puck ricochets off the near boards. Aliardi, long shift, will bank it off a stanchion on the near glass. As Gallant feeds out to center. Aliardi, very long shift. As Stone takes it away. Stone, right side, righty shot. Saved by Murphy. Stone with a good look for his first as a pro, but Murphy made the stop about shoulder high. Aliardi, after a very long shift, dumps it in. He's going to need some water and oxygen. As Mayhew skating from left to right. as he crosses center ice down the middle. Now he enters his zone and drops it off. Right side, left side, Grizzlies bounce it away as Rapid City will carry it out to center ice. They drop it off for Yamamoto, who skates down Broadway, takes a shot that's blocked by Wesley. As Grizzlies, Brandon Cutler will race out to center ice. He's out there with Stapley and Berg. Cutler gets over the blue line and dumps it in. Rush towards the near side, about halfway through the scheduled 60 minutes. Rapid City leads 2-0. Across to Hoffman, who will skip it into the near corner. Wesley gets pushed along the boards by Parker Bowman, but Wesley strong on the play. Mayhew trying to hack it away. Puck goes to Stapley, who skates along the near side and lifts it to Fitz. Fitz gathers it at center ice, and he'll throw it into the far corner. Puck gets some air under it as Berg in the area along with Fitz. Cooper Jones battling with for Rapid City. He gets up top. Brett Gravel will skate out of the zone, crosses center and dumps it in. Gravel's got good speed. He stops. He's along the far boards, drops it for Yamamoto. Yamamoto on the right side gets pushed out of the zone by Semick. Yamamoto at center ice will lift it in, but didn't get very far. Burke crosses center ice. He'll backhand it in. Puck gets air under it, and it's gloved by Murphy. Very late whistle is now blown by the referees. We're just about at the halfway point of the contest. 10:01 left in the second period. Grizzlies with a successful 5-on-3 power play penalty kill, but we're not going to see Alex Bocage the rest of the way, as he got 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct, and he shot the puck out of play and picked up a game misconduct as a result. Draws the near side. Gallant will take it against Koala. I believe that Adam Berg's going to move in that line with Stapley and Cutler. Berg had played a lot with those two over the last few weeks. Rush win the draw. Riley Janelle dumps it in. No icing, though, as Gallant with great speed will tap it off the near boards. Now in front of the Utah net. Lefty shot by Janelle, saved by Cranley. Now Muzica, shot is blocked away. Rapid City near side. Boyko, left wing, shot blocked by Gallant. Hoffman over to Koala. Right side, slap shot goes wide as taps off the glass. Taken by Nathan Burke, who crosses center ice. He'll chip it to Gallant on the right side. Gallant steps over the line, trying to get it back to Burke down the middle. Puck lifts in the air over to Gallant, who gloves it and drops it. He feeds it to the near corner, but Zach Hoffman's the only guy there. Problem, plays for the Rush. As Burke near center ice will skate across center, and he'll wrap it around the boards. Max Neal chasing after it. He had 10 goals at the University of Waterloo earlier this season. He gets hit around Rapid City's net by Koala. Muzica holds his ground. Muzica, a big 6'3" and strong defenseman. Grizzlies far side. Chip it up top slowly to Mayhew. Moves it across to Wesley. Right side, Wesley. Righty shot is blocked away. It might have gotten Max Neal, his own guy, and it did, as Neal will limp towards the bench. Utah chasing after it, but icing is called. And Mayhew really raced over there to negate the icing, as Aliardi had kind of cherry-picked over there. But great speed and acceleration by Kyle Mayhew. Aliardi still recovering from that 2-minute shift on the power play, the 2-minute plus shift. It looks like he's still looking for air. 8:51 left in the second. Alex Aliardi was a big piece in the Florida Everblades Kelly Cup Championship Club back in 2022. It's his second year with Rapid City, and both years have been productive. Grizzlies win the draw. Wesley drops for Fitz. Right point. Shot goes wide. Fitz has got 7 goals in his last 8 games. Mayhew over to the far side, loses his balance. We get a whistle, and tripping's going to be the call. That might be Aliardi's second of the period. Dylan Fitz and Zach Hoffman exchange some words. Mayhew kind of dancing around. You talk about the stamina of Kyle Mayhew. He's probably got more energy than Aliardi right now, and Aliardi, as we mentioned, still trying to catch his breath after that 2-minute plus shift. Aliardi will skate towards the Rogers and Russell Legal Solutions holding cell. Kind of reminiscent of Charlie Blackman. His beard is that thick and luscious. So let's see if the Grizzlies power play can get one here. 8:41 left in the second. Rapid City still leads 2-0. Cutler will take the drives out there with Fitz, Mayhew, and Stapley up top. And Josh Wesley replaces Bocage on this power play unit. And Stapley over to the right side, gets up top to Mayhew, across to Wesley. One-timer. That goes wide as it wraps along the near board. Stapley keeps it in with good hands. Mayhew over to Stapley, right side. Stapley toe drag over to Wesley. Shot. And that's blocked by Tyson Helgeson, who's played a great game. Wesley trying to get it back to Mayhew. It's picked up by Nelson, who gets the center ice, and he'll lift it in. Gloved and immediately dropped by Cranley. He didn't want to risk a whistle getting blown. As Mayhew will skate to neutral ice. Now he crossed the center red line, feeds a right wing pass to Fitz, who gets it to Stapley down the middle. Stapley checked by Yamamoto, who's played hard. Rapid City takes it away. Skating down the middle is Brett Gravel. Take a lefty shot, and he scores as he fired a changeup past Will Cranley. Didn't get all of it, but it's a shorty for Rapid City. And it's now a 3-0 game. Puck just kind of had a mind of its own at neutral ice. Brett Gravel got it, and he picks up his 18th of the year. As Yamamoto might get an assist on it, getting it to Gravel. Gravel got around Dylan Fitz, and he didn't get all of it, and that probably was better for Gravel. It kind of fooled Cranley a little bit. He didn't just fire it right in. So it's Rush 3 and the Grizzlies nothing with 7:55 left in the second. Utah wins the draw as Stucker back in his own end. Grizzlies still on the power play as Stucker gets the center ice, drops it for Gallant. Gallant over to the left wing for Burke. Burke enters the zone, immediately loses it. Janelle throws it back into Grizzlies territory. As Stucker crosses center ice. He'll wing it around the boards. Teixeira, late in the Grizzlies power play, pushes it to the other side. 48 seconds left in the man advantage. Messner and Gallant in the area. Gallant will wrap it around to the far side. Nobody's home. Nathan Burke chasing after it, but the puck hippity hops out to neutral ice. Burke around the center ice logo, gets to Stucker. Now back to Burke. He'll drop it for Messner, skates down the middle. He crosses center ice with speed. Messner lost to the left side. It's poked away by Brett Davis. Teixeira in the area. Puck in the rush zone as Teixeira joins the play, gives Davis a shoulder. Now Stucker to the right side, takes a righty shot, and it's kicked away by Murphy. And the momentum goes all the way out to center ice as Teixeira couldn't reach it. It's been all rush tonight, and the crowd is very quiet here at Maverick Center. 10 seconds left in the power play. Can the Grizzlies somehow find a way to get momentum? It's going to be tough without Alex Bocage, who's in the locker room with a game misconduct. Ahead to Stone, right wing. Stone dumps it in. I think it bounced off a linesman, Craig Peterson. As the puck glides onto Murphy, he covers up. Max Nill gets pushed in the back after the whistle. As Nill got pretty close to Murphy. 6:38 left in the second. As we're back to skating 5-on-5. Brett Gravel scored 12:05 into the second period with Keanu Yamamoto picking up his 19th assist of the year. And for Gravel, it's his 18th goal. Penner's out there with Stone and Neal. Stone acting as a forward this evening. Mayhew and Wesley up top. As a drop. One by, bounces off a Stone stick onto Murphy, who covers up. As it bounced off about 2 or 3 sticks and skates after the puck was dropped in the near circles. We'll do it again with 6:34 left in the second. Looking forward to Saturday night, Military Night, presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. And it's the first time the Grizzlies will face the Norfolk Admiral since the early portion of the 2017-2018 season. As Rapid City lifts it to center ice, now it's poked into the Grizzlies zone. Wesley will bank it off the near glass. It saucers airborne all the way towards Penner. He gets to Max Neal. Neal over to the left wing for Stone. Stone centers out in front. It's poked away by Rapid City. Rushman on point defensively. Aliardi tripped up by Stone. No call on the play. Now Stone pushes Aliardi. The puck was near him. Neal gets held up by Constantino. Neal almost got thrown into his own bench. Neal on the ice. Now Stone and Aliardi exchange words. Rush into the zone far side. They get it to Aliardi down the left wing. Aliardi drops it for Nelson. Nelson looking for the puck. He gets it, and he'll pivot back towards the middle. Nelson swings and misses. Stapler's in the area taking his time and space away, but we get a whistle. Slashing's going to be the call. And it looks like it's going to be on Utah. Stapley didn't do much there. He just took his time and space away. 5:50 left in the second. We've had a head scratcher here so far. Rush lead 3-0. We're back in 1 minute on the Grizzlies Hockey Network. Well, Coca-Cola wins the Coca-Cola can race. Third different winner in the Coca-Cola can race, a tradition that's lasted all of 4 days. Fanta fell in its can twice. We've had 3 different winners. Fanta won on Friday, Diet Coke on Saturday, and tonight it was Coca-Cola getting its first win in the Coca-Cola can race. Fanta fell again. This time Fanta was away from his can. And Well, that's a Coca-Cola can race here at Maverick Center. One of the exciting traditions that's lasted all 4 days. And a tradition that hopefully will last for the next few generations. Stapley got 2 minutes for slashing, and I'm really not entirely sure that he got a piece of Aliardi, who was in the high slot. That was one of those that kind of makes you scratch your head a little bit. But Rapid City goes on the power play with 5:50 left in the second. Rush lead 3-0. They led 2-0 after one period. Brett Gravel scored a shorthanded goal 12:05 in to make it 3-0. Now Brett Gravel feeds to the near goal line. Rush won the draw. Boyko trying to get it out front to Yamamoto. Pass goes wide. Now far circle. They move it across to Gravel. Now to the right side as Yamamoto skips towards his left. Gets it towards Constantino. Now far side. Rush get it back towards Yamamoto. Pitches to Gravel. He feeds it to the near goal line as Boyko dances around trying to get around Stucker. Boyko, a pretty good skater. Gravel over to Constantino. Winds and fires. Saved by Cranley. Constantino over to Gravel, left side. He's just outside the circle. Back to Constantino. Over to the right side, Yamamoto. Right wing, righty shot. Goes wide as it bounced off the glass and somehow ends up out of play over the protective netting on the near corner. 5:09 left in the second and 1:19 left in the power play. As Rush lead 3-0. It's game 58 for both teams. The regular season, Grizzlies have a record of 26-29-2. Rapid City is 21-33-3. Grizzlies currently tied with Wichita for fourth place in the Mountain Division with 54 standings points. One best of Allen, who's in sixth with 53. Grizzlies get it at center ice after winning the draw. Adam Berg skates around Rapid City's net towards the far side. Grizzlies have 5 shorthanded goals this season. They certainly could use one to climb back into this game. Rapid City moves out to center ice. Brett Davis enters his own. Drops for Aliardi in the left wing. Feeds to the high slot as the puck gets some air under it. And getting it as Teixeira clears it back to center. 50 seconds left in the Rapid City power play. James Hardy skates down the middle. He crosses center ice. Now he steps over the blue line. And he's trying to get to Aliardi. It's poked away by Penner. Puck at the Utah blue line. Now it's squibbed out to center ice. Josh Wesley gets it. Aliardi gets around Burke. As Wesley still with the puck along the far goal line. He gets taken off the puck by Logan Nelson. Davis crosses center ice. He gets around Brandon Cutler. Davis with lofty shot. Saved by Cranley. Rebound goes to Teixeira. Clears it to center. Robbie Stucker chasing it down. 20 seconds left in the Rapid City power play. Toe drag towards the right side. Stops and loses the puck. As Nelson cut in front of him. As Rapid City near corner. Tyson Helgeson stops behind Murphy's net. Now he keeps going to the near side. Davis, near side, gets to center ice. He'll lift it in. Puck gets some serious air under it as it ricochets off the end boards of the Grizzly zone. Rush make a full line change. Out of the penalty box is Brett Stapley. As Rush still lead 3-0. Successful penalty kill by the Grizzlies. Helgeson moves it ahead. Brett Gravel races to the near circle. Gravel takes a lefty shot that goes wide. He fired a low liner. Constantino feeds to the near side. Tyson Helgeson hustles after it and wraps it around the boards. Cut out behind the net by Rapid City as Yamamoto gets spun around by Wickers. Yamamoto trying to get to the slot. And Stapley clears it back to center. Bowman with a right wing pass. The Rush re-enter the zone. Bowman skeets over there. Cuts in front of Fitz along the boards. Fitz crashes Bowman along the wall as Cutler skips it across from one corner to the other for Stucker. Stucker gets to Wickers, who skates around Utah's net towards the far side. Pass to Cutler doesn't connect. Right side. Rush with a righty shot, and it's blocked away, and eventually Cranley gets it as Rush looked to redirect it, but it just fired right into Cranley's pads, and he's able to gather it and hold on with 3:02 left in the second. A lot of hands on knees. For the Grizzlies, it's just kind of looking for that momentum change. It just hasn't happened yet. It's been all Rush here so far. Stapley will take the Max Neal will take the draw for Utah. And the Grizzlies won the faceoff skating from left to right here in the second period. Fitz will tap it off the near boards towards Stone. As Rush try to re-enter. Now Janelle enters down the middle. Grizzlies back defensively. Janelle to the far side. Dance around. They'll throw it towards the middle. Coella got spun around by Neal. As Merzika Toss ahead, Merzika and Stone collide. Stone pushes Merzika in the back. Now Merzika goes after Stone. We got a fight. Jordan Stone and Merzika. Merzika with two strong rights. Stone swings and misses. Merzika with a big right. Now Stone trying to get some lefts in. Stone with a right that connects. Now Merzika with an uppercut. Stone and Merzika continue to exchange rights. Now they hold each other. Battle for position. Merzika drags down Stone. Boy, two heavyweights with a pretty good bout. Jordan Stone and Peter Merzika. It's Merzika's first professional fight. He just signed earlier this week. Stone and Merzika were over in the left point of the Grizzly zone. Stone hit him in the back, then Merzika delivered a push. And both guys just got on each other's nerves, and they said, we got to fight right here and now. Merzika is going to the penalty box. Jordan Stone is going to the locker room. Boy, both guys are really battling it out. First fight we've seen in this series. Merzika really landed some strong punches on Stone. You got to give credit for Stone keeping his feet for as long as he did. So Stone and Merzika each get 5 for fighting. And we'll continue to skate 5-on-5 with 2:34 left in the second. I know you say what you want about fighting, but that's what's gotten the crowd a little bit more animated here. As the crowd was pretty quiet, and it has been for, feels like the entire second period, really, for the entire contest. It looks like that's livened things up a little bit. Pretty good bout between Peter Merzika and Jordan Stone. Draw one by the Grizzlies. They're in their own end, skating from left to right. As Nathan Burke will throw it into the rush zone and chase after it. Cooper Jones taps off the far wall. It goes to Riley Janelle. Janelle skates around Rapid City's net to the near side. He feeds it to Helgeson. Helgeson turns it over. Cole Gallant, right corner, as he's being shadowed. As Gallant tries to break free of Logan Nelson. Puck goes up top to Wesley, who moves it across to Mayhew. Mayhew left wing gets pushed by Aliardi. Now Mayhew centers it out to Messner, swung and missed. As Wesley skates around Rapid City's net towards the far side. Wesley over to the left wing. Lefty shot goes wide, taken by Nathan Burke. He didn't miss by much. Wesley left side, righty shot, and a blocker saved by Murphy. Mayhew trying to get to Messner, but it's behind him. Bennett pushes ahead to Aliardi. Aliardi races to the far circle. He gets the puck, skates around Utah's net. Shot save, rebound shot saved by Cranley. And I think Aliardi drew a penalty. As hooking's going to be the call. Aliardi didn't get all of the shot on Cranley. Rapid City had a second look. I think that was Nelson, and Cranley made the second save as well. And it is a penalty on Utah. And now we got to fight Tyson Helgeson out in front of the net. Now Josh Wesley takes up as Tyson Helgeson is starting to attack. Now he's attacking Nathan Burke again. As action in front of the Grizzlies bench. Looks like Burke didn't want it, but Tyson Helgeson says, I'm fighting you whether you want it or not. Josh Wesley tried to stick up for his teammate. We'll see if Helgeson gets a penalty of some kind as he's talking some smack to the Grizzlies bench. I'm not sure if either Rapid City is going to get a power play with the penalty. It looks like it's 2 minutes for hooking for Messner. 1:44 is left in the second. Now Burke's going to walk towards the locker room. I wonder if he got hurt. He's being walked over to the locker room with Colin Lee, the Grizzlies trainer. Scott Burt having some words with Nolan Boyer, even though I think it's Kanasowicz that should be the one that should be arguing the hardest. So now the Grizzlies are down probably 4 forwards right now. Messner's in the box. Bocage in the locker room with the game misconduct. Stone's in the locker room with his fighting major. He's acting as a forward tonight. We saw Nathan Burke go to the locker room as well. So Grizzlies are slowly running out of forwards. Scott Burt was pretty animated talking to Nolan Boyer. I don't know, looks like Kanasowicz is somewhat calm here. It's 3-0 Rapid City with 1:44 left in the second. This action starting to pick up physically here. I think for the Grizzlies, you're looking for something to get the momentum changing in this hockey game. It looks like a Rapid City power play. Aliardi took the shot, and then it was Logan Nelson that drew the penalty. The rebound came out to Nelson, and that was based on the type of shot that we've seen from Nelson this weekend, and really what we've seen from Nelson the last 2.5 years. Probably a pretty good penalty for Mick Messner, because if Nelson would have gotten it, who knows, it'd probably be 4-0 at this point. So Messner got 2 minutes for hooking. It wasn't Aliardi that drew the penalty, it was Nelson. So Rush back in the power play as Billy Constantinu gets in after the Rush wins the draw. Constantinu, high slot, feeds to the left side for Gravel. Take a lefty shot, saved by Cranley. As Grizzlies get the rebound in the far circle. Utah ahead to Penner. He crosses center ice. He hits Brett Gravel. As Gravel held his face hit with a high stick. Now he pivots and skates quickly out to Neutrice. Left wing pass connects to Koala. He'll skate towards the near circle. Koala being shadowed by Stucker like a hawk. Koala now on the right point. He'll move out to the left side. He'll pitch it to Gravel slowly over to Constantino on the right side. He gets to Yamamoto, dance around the far circle, back to Constantino. Over to Gravel, who brushes it to the near corner. Now up top to Constantino, over to the right side for Yamamoto. He fires towards the net, is blocked by Wickers. 1 minute left in the period. Rapid City will drop it back. Yamamoto, he's on the right side. As he skates towards the circle, now he feeds it to the far goal line. Rapid City centers it out towards Gravel. Take a lefty shot. A glove saved by Cranley. He snatched it about shoulder high. 40.4 seconds left in the second. 56 seconds left in the power play for Rapid City. So if they don't score during the remainder portion of the second period, they'll be on the power play the first 16 seconds of the third. Grizzlies trainer Colin Lee talking with Ryan Kanaswich as Nathan Burke, after Helgeson went after him, Burke ended up going to the locker room. Draw one by Rapid City. Over to Aliardi, left side shot is blocked by Gallant. As puck goes out to center ice, Gallant has it tap off his stick. Rapid City's Nelson gets to Aliardi near side. He moves it across to Bennett. Bennett steps over the line, right side, gets around Teixeira. Bennett, 25 goals this season. Crashed along the end boards. Gallant in the area with Teixeira. As Josh Wesley will push it ahead to Cutler down the middle. Cutler trying to split a double team. Does. Cutler skates in. Shot. Saved by Murphy. What a move by Brandon Cutler. But Murphy is able to make the stop. He saved all 13 shots so far. 5 seconds left. Aliardi crossing center ice. He'll step over the blue line. Sharp angled shot goes wide. And that will do it for 40 minutes here at Maverick Center. As Rapid City will be on the power play for the first 16 seconds of the third period. Now, the only goal was the shorthanded tally by Rapid City as Brett Gravel scored 12:05 in, with Keanu Yamamoto picking up the assist. In the second period, Alex Bocage got 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct, and he got a 10-minute game misconduct. He got a game misconduct for shooting the puck out of play while the puck was not live. Well, it was a dead puck. So Bocage got the old heave-ho. Stone serving the last of a fighting major to start the third period, and we'll see about the availability of Nathan Burke as he walked to the locker room. He walked on his own power, but Colin Lee, the Grizzlies trainer, looking over him, and Lee was talking with Ryan Kanaswich, probably about Burke's availability. So it's been all rush here in the first two periods. Grizzlies have been in a strong third period club, and Rapid City has struggled in some third periods this season. It's going to take almost a miracle for the Grizzlies to find a way to get this series, as both teams have 3 out of a possible 4 standings points so far in the set Friday night. It was Rapid City that won 3-2 in overtime. The Grizzlies returned the favor on Saturday, winning 5-4 in OT. I will come back and recap the first 2 periods statistically, and we'll also go over some other scores from around the world of sports. Once again, after 2 periods, it's Rapid City 3 and Utah nothing. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice, more amazing food, more value, from huge breakfasts to delicious lunches and hearty dinners. Black Bear Diner has more for you. So get more when you want it, the way you want it, and get it today.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner. Black Bear Diner.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Second intermission here at Maverick Center, and well, it's been all Rapid City. There's no other way to put it. Rush lead 3-0. In terms of scoring chances, the Rush have 14 to the Grizzlies 6. Rapid City had a 2-0 lead after one period. Simon Boyko scored 2:32 into the contest with Maurizio Coella and Billy Constantino getting the assist. And then about 10 minutes later, Tyson Helgeson went 5-hole past Cranley, 12:20 in with Blake Bennett and Constantino getting the assist. Rush outshot the Grizzlies 12-8 in the first period and 14-5 in the second. So the Rush have outshot the Grizzlies 26-13, a 2-1 margin through two periods. 12:05 into the second period, Brett Gravel got a shorthanded goal, his 18th goal of the season. Yamamoto with the assist. It's the sixth shorthanded goal allowed by the Grizzlies this season. But before, while the score was still 2-0, 6:16 into the second, Brandon Cutler got a cross-checking minor as he hit Brett Davis in the back. Luckily, Davis was able to get back to his feet and he was okay. Bocage, I don't even think he really thought twice of it, but he shot the puck into the spectator area while the puck was dead. It's an automatic game misconduct. I've seen that call before. I remember a handful of years ago at Idaho Central Arena, Kevin Carr, early in the third period, he was the goaltender for the Grizzlies at the time. Idaho had scored a goal, and he just kind of got the puck from his net and just kind of casually tried to just flip it ahead and got too much air under it and flipped it into the seats. And, you know, I think the officials, you know, knew that he wasn't meaning to do that. However, it's an automatic. You know, the puck ends up flying out of play like that while the puck is dead. It's an automatic game misconduct. That's why I didn't even see anybody on the Grizzlies argue or anything like that. It's just kind of that's the rule, and you know, it's just one of those. You know, obviously Bocage didn't think twice about it. It's just one of those things that happens with it being the automatic rule. The reigning league player of the week got the heave-ho. And it's kind of tough for the Grizzlies to lose him. And then late in the second period, Tyson Helgeson was getting real physical with Nathan Burke after the whistle, and Burke ended up going to the locker room. We'll check his availability, obviously, early in the third period. The one strong point for the Grizzlies, though, has been their penalty kill. Right now, the Grizzlies, obviously, they're in the middle of their sixth penalty kill of the night, but they're 5 for 5 on the PK. So if you're looking for positives, there's one right there. It's been a good night for the Grizzlies penalty kill. Otherwise, there's no other way to look at it. I mean, the faceoff battle has been pretty even. Grizzlies 8 giveaways to Rapid City's 5. It's just so odd because it's been a long time since we've seen the Grizzlies have a game like this, and especially here at home. Probably that February 9th game against Idaho where Utah had a tough night. Just one of those head scratchers where it just seems like the breaks have not gone Utah's way. We did have an entertaining fight, 17-26 into the second. Peter Muzica and Jordan Stone dropped the gloves, and both guys got some real good punches on the other. Muzica did land quite a few good blows on Stone, and you got to give credit to Stone for holding his own in the fight. And, you know, it was about 5 seconds after a couple really strong punches by Muzik, where he was able to drag Stone to the ice. So that was a pretty good bout. They got the crowd livened up just a little bit. The Grizzlies have been a good third period club here at home. And really, you talk about the last 21 games, Grizzlies have outscored opponents 33 to 21 in the third periods over the last 21 games. Rapid City has struggled. It's been their worst period of the season. This year has been the third, where Rapid City's been outscored 88 to 54. Almost feels like, though, the Grizzlies here early in the third period are going to have to find a way to get a goal and try to change momentum in this game. Because with the series on the line right now, it looks like it's all Rapid City. They lead 3-0. Among the Grizzlies' 13 shots, Brandon Cutler has 6 of them. So Cutler has just about half of Utah's shots, and that's not that much of a surprise, as Cutler is third in the league in shots on goal, and he just adds to that here this evening. Cutler's the only Grizzly player to have more than one shot. Stapley, Messner, Semick, Stone, Wesley, Bocage, and Stucker each have one shot for Utah. For Rapid City, it's been the best game that Brett Gravel has played against Utah this year. He's got 1 goal and a +2 rating and 6 shots. He scored the shorthanded goal in the second period. Billy Constantino and Keanu Yamamoto have 3 shots. Really, Yamamoto and Gravel, they've been on that same forward line, and it seems like every shift they've made an impact. Both of those guys have had pretty strong games. Tyson Helgeson's played well for Rapid City. He's got a +2 rating and 1 goal. It's just one of those that, it's just some nights it's just not your night. And right now, through 2 periods, it's not looking like Utah's night. Now, sometimes you can find a way, even when it's not your night, to come up big. But Grizzlies are going to have to find a way here in the third period without Alex Bocage. Obviously, we're going to quickly check on the availability of Nathan Burke. Messner's going to be in the box there the first 16 seconds of the third period. You kind of wonder, though, with this series being on the line, you just, how many chances are you going to get? And really, it's just through 40 minutes, they haven't had many scoring chances, just 6 scoring chances. Rapid City's had 14. It's just, no matter how you look at it, it's just been all rush through 2 periods. One other game in the league, Idaho in overtime defeated Newfoundland 5-4 as Patrick Kubla scored the game winner 1 minute and 19 seconds into the extra session. Willie Nerum also had 2 goals for the Steelheads. As Idaho's record goes to 39-16-2-1. The Grizzlies will have 5 games against Idaho later on this season. 4 games in the NHL tonight. Let's see. 3 of them have gone final. St. Louis defeats Boston 5-1. Rangers get a 3-1 win over New Jersey. Winnipeg shuts out Washington 3-0. And halfway through the first period, Islanders and the Kings are scoreless. 6 games in the NBA. 4 have gone final. Phoenix defeats Cleveland 117-111. Detroit gets their 11th win of the year. They beat Charlotte 114-97. Dallas over Chicago 127-92. And Golden State gets a 112-102 win over San Antonio. Halfway through the first quarter, Boston leads Portland 20-14. The Celtics will be at Delta Center tomorrow night taking on the Jazz. In early third quarter, Toronto leads the defending champion Denver Nuggets 101-100. That one looks like it's going to be a barn burner over at Ball Arena. Well, here at Maverick Center, Rapid City leads Utah 3-0. We'll preview the Norfolk series on the other side as Grizzlies will have a 3-game set against the Norfolk Admirals this upcoming Saturday, Sunday, and next Monday. Once again, after 2 periods, it's Rapid City 3 and Utah 0. This is the Rio Tinto Kennecott Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Well, welcome back to Maverick Center. Rapid City leads 3-0. The homestand for the Grizzlies continues on Saturday night. They take on the Norfolk Admirals at 7:10. Pre-game coverage begins at 6:50. You're gonna want to make sure to get your tickets early because who knows? Military night. We've had near sellouts in years past, and we may end up with 9,000 plus for the Saturday night affair. It's gonna be the first of a 3-game set. We've been talking about it almost nonstop during the intermissions during the last couple months. And I think a lot of people get excited to see some of the new teams coming to town. And Norfolk does come in with some familiar faces. After all, Keaton Jamison, who was a big contributor to the Grizzlies' playoff push last season, he's playing for the Norfolk Admirals. Remember, Alex Bokosh, he ended up winning the League Player of the Week award, but Keaton Jamison had an outstanding week as well with 6 points to lead the Norfolk attack. He was actually a find away from a Gordie Howe hat trick this past Saturday. Norfolk does come in with a lot of penalty minutes. They play a physical style. A really good story for the Admirals over the last month has been Garrett Sargis. He was signed a month and a half ago, and he's turned out to be one of their best goal scorers. Garrett Sargis really made a great contribution to the Norfolk Admirals roster. Remember, he was with the Grizzlies for the majority of the 2021-22 season. He was released in mid-March of 2022, but he's one of the good guys in the league, and Garrett Sargis having some success. Obviously, Jeff Carr's got to be a top candidate for the league's Coach of the Year award. After all, the Admirals were in last place in not only the division that they were in last season, they were the last place team in the league. They had the worst record in the ECHL. Carr was brought in about a fourth of the way through that season, and he just had a tough 10. Well, this year, the Admirals are in second place, 73 standings points, and a 629 point percentage. They're just 5 points behind Adirondack for the top spot in the North Division. So the Norfolk Admirals, you're talking about an interesting story. Obviously, they haven't been to Maverick Center since the early portion of the 2017-2018 season. And there's somebody to watch out for this weekend. So your tickets, obviously Saturday night, military night, presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. There's going to be specialty jerseys. There's going to be a lot of good tributes before the game. Some good stuff during the intermissions as well. You're going to want to make sure to get your tickets at UtahGrizzlies.com. Remember, the middle game of that series is going to be a Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Make a note, the game on Sunday is going to start at 3 o'clock in the second of the 3-game set. And then Monday will be at 7:10. 1 week from now, that's going to be the homestand finale between the Grizzlies and Admirals. It's going to be a Smith's Family Night with 4 tickets for $40 and then $10 for each additional ticket after that. We'll see if the Grizzlies have a comeback in them. It's been all Rapid City so far. They lead 3-0 after 2 periods. We'll come back and have the third period on the other side. It's Rapid City 3, Utah 0. This has been the Rio Tinto Kennecott Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's.
Swab tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
Now we're about set for third period action. If you want to be a glass half full type, Grizzlies penalty kill is 5 for 5 here tonight and looking to become 6 for 6. As Rapid City is on the power play the first 16 seconds of the third period. Over the last 21 games, the Grizzlies in the third periods have outscored opponents 33-21. Rapid City this season is a minus 34 in the third periods, by far the worst frame for them this regular season. Grizzlies shorthanded for the first 16 seconds as Adam Berg, Cole Gallant are out there with Robbie Stucker and Quinn Wickers. Brett Davis will take the drop for Rapid City. He's out there with Keanu Yamamoto and Brett Gravel. And Tyson Helgeson as well as Billy Constantino. Rapid City wins the draw. Constantino, long-range pass connects to Gravel. He steps over the line, drops it off for Yamamoto, back to Gravel, over to Yamamoto, taps to Constantino right side. And Messner's out of the box as Constantino, high slot, righty shot. And it's blocked away. Rebound towards the near side. Yamamoto to Davis, who pitches up top for Helgeson. He'll take a left wing shot that goes wide. Helgeson's got 1 goal tonight and 4 on the season. Gallant will move it out to the rush zone. Arm is raised by one linesman. Now the other linesman raises his right arm as icing is on Utah. 34 seconds into the third period. So draw's going to come back towards Will Cranley, who so far stopped 23 of 26. Rapid City's Connor Murphy he hasn't been all that busy, but he's performed pretty well, not only tonight, but all weekend, as Murphy has stopped all 13 shots that he has seen. Draws in the near circle, Grizzly zone. Logan Nelson wins it against Messner. Nelson, the Rapid City captain. They get it to Nelson, the high slide. He loses it as Messner gets the puck. Still looking for the optimum first goal of the game. He's my selection as Messner skates towards the near corner. He gets cut off by Hoffman. Hoffman takes him off the puck as he rolls it towards the far side. Berg runs it down, pitches up top to Mayhew. Right side, lefty shot goes wide. Wicker skates towards the near corner. Now back to Stapley near goal line. He surveys, centers to Berg. He'll take a lefty shot, and it's blocked by Hoffman. Hoffman limps as he gets back to his feet. Nelson 2-on-2 enters the zone, pitches out in front. As Bennett one hands it wide as ricochets off the end boards onto Cranley, who covers up. Kind of a wing and a prayer there for Bennett as he was just trying to get something on it. It was a good centering pass by Nelson, but Bennett just couldn't reach it. 18:52 left in the third. Brandon Cutler talking things over with Kyle Mayhew. As Dylan Fitz looks like he's on that line with Stapley and Cutler. Earlier tonight it was Alex Bocage who was on that line, but Bocage got a game misconduct for firing the puck into the spectator area while the puck was dead. We'll keep an eye to see if Nathan Burke's out there. I haven't seen him yet take a shift in the third period. We saw Burke go to the locker room after Tyson Helgeson got physical with him late in the second period after a whistle was blown. Grizzlies win the faceoff. Wesley will skip it out to center ice, and the puck goes back to Wesley, who crosses center ice. He'll skate along the right wing. He'll enter the zone. He tried to center it. It bounced off a Rapid City stick and flubs towards James Hardy. He gets it to Cooper Jones. He gets pushed by Stapley as the rush rolled along the near side. Grizzlies probably have to be aggressive here and take some chances in the third. Center ice, Wesley shot, sticked away by Murphy. Tyson Helgeson on the far side will stop behind Murphy's net, and he'll wrap it to the near side for James Hardy, who gets side-checked by Mayhew. Puck is flubbed towards Cooper Jones, far side. He'll saucer it across as Tyson Helgeson keeps his head up and throws a hot pass to center ice, connects to Bowman. Bowman enters the zone. He gets tripped up by Mayhew, no call. Great check by Mayhew, taking Bowman off the play. Long-range pass to center ice. Tapped off of Kenton Helgeson's stick. He skates along the near side as he steps over the offensive line. Gets to Hardy. He throws it in deep. Helgeson chasing after it. Gallant in the area. Hardy delivers a push. Davis collides with Semick as Semick goes flying. Grizzlies get it back as Tekshera ahead to Gallant. Left wing. He crosses center. Gallant over to Messner. Back to Gallant. Near circle. Righty shot goes wide as he looked for the top near corner but just missed. Right side, Constantine, who dumps it in. Gravel chases after it. He collides with Neal. Neal forces along the far wall, running it down to keep it in. It's Yamamoto, who's got good speed. He'll tap it off at Neal's skate. And Neal diagonals it to Berg, who couldn't reach it along the near side. Puck goes back to Wickers. Soft pass couldn't be handled by Penner as Gravel enters from the near side. Lays it for Yamamoto. Yamamoto gets hit by Penner as Rapid City behind the net trying to pitch it to Gravel. He gets occupied by Berg. Berg gives a good effort every shift. He gets back check. Gravel took it away. Lefty shot. Glove saved by Cranley as the shot was taken from the near circle as Gravel picked Berg's pocket. Stone comes out of the penalty box after serving his fighting major, and Peter Muzica will come off as well. First professional fight for Peter Muzica. Probably won't be his last. He's a physical presence, and if you're a Rush fan tuned into the game, you got to be impressed with what you've seen from Muzica this weekend. As draws give me the Grizzlies zone near side. Muzica played at Long Island University. As Cranley's settling in, he's stopped 24 of 27. Draws the near circle. Stapley will take it against Logan Nelson. Nelson's been around pro hockey for quite a while, over 400 professional points. Draw one by Utah. Wickers over to Stucker as he'll move it to center ice for Stapley, who has a glance off his skate. Stapley to the left wing for Cutler. Back to Stapley down the middle. He couldn't handle it as Logan Nelson will get it. As Nelson glides to center ice 3-on-3, he'll squib it in. Got a little bit of Wickers skate. Cranley pushes to the near side for Cutler. He's got 6 shots on goal. Cutler gets it back after he's looking for Wickers initially. Now Berg over to Stapley across the center ice logo. Stapley enters his own right side, gets to Wickers, who skates towards the corner. He gets hit in the side by Nelson as Wickers throws it behind the net for Berg. Berg near side will backhand it ahead, but nobody was home at the near point. Aliardi gets around Stucker across the center ice. He'll lift it ahead, but it's taken by Max Neal. Neal, the Waterloo product earlier this season, gets over the line, gets the Cutler left side. Cutler trying to get it back to Neal on the give and go. He wasn't looking. Messner far corner over to Neal behind the net. Neal wraps to the right point for Wesley, who directs it to Mayhew. Hot pass to the slot as Glont's righty shot is blocked by Kenton Helgeson. A lot of blocked shots by the Helgeson brothers tonight. Nelson lifts it high into the air, goes just under the video board. It's batted waist high by Wesley. Rush come up with it. Boyko, left side, righty shot. And blocker saved by Cranley as the puck flies out of play off the protective netting. 15:51 left in the third. It's still Rush 3 and the Grizzlies nothing. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like we've seen Nathan Burke here in this third period. Don't know what his injury is. Obviously got roughed up a bit by Tyson Helgeson. So haven't seen Nathan Burke on the ice from what I could tell. Grizzlies are a bit shorthanded among forwards here in the third period. As draw one by Utah. As looks like the Grizz are rolling. They've already got Stone out there. He's out there with Penner and Fitz. Stone acting as a forward tonight. Mayhew. Blue line to blue line pass to Fitz. Fitz lofts it in backhand styles. It's gloved about waist high by Murphy. And Muzica and Stone talking it over. Are we going to get round 2? I think both guys are thinking about it. Knowing that the Grizzlies are probably short forward, Stone might think better of it. As Fitz just kind of lofted it in. Murphy made a routine save. I think Fitz was trying to get it around Murphy, get it in deep and have Penner get the puck and then get it back to Fitz. But the puck ended up flying all the way towards Murphy. Draw in the near circle. One by kind of stays in the circle, battling for it. Grizzlies come out with it. Mayhew left side, fires lefty shot. Glove saved by Murphy. He holds on. 15:31 left in regulation. Murphy's on an AHL contract with the Calgary Wranglers. That's the affiliate of the Calgary of the Rapid City Rush. Murphy's been impressive. First-year pro, played at Union College the last 2 years. He's had a pretty good series. He started all 3 games for Rapid City. 25 years old out of Hudson Falls, New York. Right side, lefty shot. Blast by it's caught by Murphy. Boy, that was a blast by Kyle Mayhew. The Grizzlies won the faceoff, got it to an open Mayhew. And Murphy made the stop. He has saved all 16 he has seen. Grizzlies will get some new skaters on the ice. Berg, Cutler, and Stapley. Wesley and Mayhew. Stapley has 9 points in his last 5 games, 2 goals and 7 assists. Stapley will take the draw. University of Denver product. Crouches down low. Stapley goes 5'11", 190 pounds. Puck ends up in the slot after the drop. It ends up with Berg in the far corner. He feeds to Mayhew, rolls along the board. Stapley cuts it off behind Rapid City's net. He tried to push it out in front. It bounced off a rush skate. As the arm is raised by the referee, it's going to be a penalty on Rapid City. As Cranley comes off, high slot, Wesley's shot is blocked away. Yamamoto touches up. High sticking's a cause. Looks like the Grizzlies are going to be on the power play. 5 minutes into the third period. Tyson Helgeson's arguing the call. He can't believe it. But Helgeson gets 2 minutes for high sticking. As Grizzlies fans in sections 113 and 114 serenade him. It's a 2-minute penalty for Tyson Helgeson. Grizzlies have Fitz, Cutler, and Wesley. Up top is the University of Denver connection. Mayhew and Stapley. Wesley replacing Bocage on this particular power play unit. As Rapid City wins the draw, Kenton Helgeson moves it across as Coella lifts it high into the air, goes just under the video board, actually hit the video board at center ice, as pointed out by linesman Craig Tyler Keston. So Rush, with a gentle push and a wild arc, ended up glancing off the video board at center ice. So draw comes back into the Rapid City zone. Stapley will take the face-off once again against Coella. 1:52 left in Utah's power play. And it's draw won by Utah. Wesley has a squib off his stick. Logan Nelson skates behind Mayhew. Nelson left side, backhand shot goes wide as Mayhew kind of stayed at Nelson's side. Cutler gets the puck, he'll throw it back towards Stapley as the Rush still lead 3-0. Cutler skates down the middle. He gets to center ice. Left wing, he enters the zone. He'll veer off to the right. Skip it to Fitz. Fitz right wing, wraps it around the boards. Mayhew hustles after it and keeps it in. He'll move it across to Stapley, over to Cutler down the middle. Take a lefty shot. It's blocked. It's blocked by Kenton Helgeson. Rapid City crossing center ice. 2-on-2. Aliardi enters the zone. Right wing slap shot. Bounced off of Cranley's glove. Cranley points towards the near side. That's where the puck is. Wesley gets it. 1:05 left in the power plays. Wesley back in the far corner. Drops it for Stucker. Grizzlies make a full line change. Gallant's out there. He's put together a good effort tonight. Gallant left wings it to Teixeira, who enters the zone. Gets to Mayhew. Mayhew over to Teixeira in the near corner. Teixeira gets held up. Rapid City comes out with the puck, and they'll backhand it out. Cranley behind his net will play it. And he'll throw it to the near side for Stucker. Stucker keeps his head up. The big 6'3" defenseman. He crosses center ice. He'll throw a left wing pass to Messner. Messner steps over the line. He gets spun around about shoulder high. Rapid City will backhand it off of Teixeira. It goes back to Helgeson. As he'll throw it over. Rapid City flings it high into the air. Oh, it ends up in the seat. Boy, luckily that guy holding a beer, he wasn't looking at the puck. Yeah, he comes away with it. Boy, that came flying into section 113 about row 12. The guy wasn't looking at it. Somehow, somebody was able to shield it away and make sure he didn't get it. Looks like it tapped off his girlfriend's left shoulder. Looks like there's a little bit of a bruise. He's got a water bottle. He's going to immediately put ice on it. 24 seconds left in the power play. 13:28 left in the third. It's still 3-0 Rush. Utah wins the draw. Gallant up top to Stucker. Moves it across. Nelson took it away. Nelson skates down the middle. He's got a breakaway. Stucker chasing after it. Nelson backhand shot. He scores. And this baby's in the refrigerator as Rapid City gets their second shorthanded goal of the game. And Logan Nelson continues to be a Grizzlies killer. His fifth goal against Utah this season. And it's now 4-0. Stucker is chasing after him, but a beautiful move. Nelson went to his right and back to his left. It's 4-0 Rapid City. It's been all Rush tonight, early and often. 2 shorthanded goals for Rapid City. Grizzlies' penalty kill has been pretty good, but it's been the power play which had some momentum. Unassisted, Logan Nelson, 6:40 into the third. As he gets his 17th goal of the season. 13:14 left in the third. Grizzlies have it deep in their own end. 5 seconds left in the power play as Wesley gets neutralized. Left wing pass to Berg, who steps over the line, skates towards his right. He's being back checked by Bowman. Helgeson's out of the box. Tyson, that is. His name is my name, too. Right wing shot goes wide. Tyson Helgeson moves it ahead. Aliardi crossing center ice. As he'll step over the line, he veers towards the slot. He pitches to the left side for Jones, but taken away is Wesley. Now the puck to the far side. Aliardi will roll it along the boards. Cranley cuts it off behind his net and move it to the far wing. Berg trying to lay it for Mayhew. Puck goes to the far circle. Wesley diagonals it out to center ice for Cutler, who enters the zone onside. He'll move it to the near corner. Steeply chasing after it. He collides with a Rush skater, but the puck goes back to Rapid City. Rush won all the 50-50 pucks tonight. Bennett gets the center ice and he'll lift it in. He chases after it, but Teixeira gets there first and throws it behind his back for Wickers. Wickers will slide it towards the far side. Puck bounces to the middle, and a hippity hops towards Fitz, who gets to Cutler, backhands it across to Penner. Penner steps over the line right side. Puck lifts off his stick. Koala gloves it in the far corner deep in the Rush zone. As Koala will slice it out to center ice. It glanced off a Teixeira stick. He'll hustle after it in the far circle of the Grizzly zone. He'll move it across to Wickers. Wickers directs it to Fitz, who dumps it in from the left wing. Murphy points her towards the near corner. Constantino gets hit by Stone as a puck in the near corner. Goes up top to Wickers. Left point across to Semick. Right wing. Lefty shot goes wide. Rapid City hustles to clear it out of the zone. Wickers battles along the near boards with Boyko. Right wing. Grizzlies get it. Stone. Righty shot saved by Murphy. Puck still in play. Rapid City along the near side. Riley Janelle. Good skater, good size. Enters the zone right side. He'll chip it in. Janelle gets to the near corner as he keeps his head up and feeds it up top to Jones. Jones across to Helgeson left side. He throws it towards the middle. Davis couldn't handle it. As Janelle behind his back to Davis. Left side, he skates towards his right. He'll take a lefty shot saved by Cranley. 11:06 left in the third. It's 4-0 Rush. We're back in 1 minute on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice. More amazing food. More value. From huge breakfasts to delicious lunches and hearty dinners. Black Bear Diner has more for you. So get more when you want it, the way you want it, and get it today.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner. Black Bear Diner.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
It's Rapid City 4, Utah nothing. 11:06 left in the third period. Attendance tonight, 4,602. 4,602 here on a Monday night. Grizzlies next play on Saturday night against the Norfolk Admirals on Military Night, presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. Haven't seen Nathan Burke in the third period. Hopefully he's okay, as he got roughed up a bit at the end of the second period. Grizzlies win the draw. Semick banks it off the near boards. Rapid City keeps in their attack zone. Cranley behind the net, throws to Neal, who lifts it all the way out to center ice. And that one hippity hops towards the Rapid City bench as nobody knew where it was. Now action in the Rapid City zone. Gallant, far goal line, gets up top to Stucker. Will take a righty shot that goes wide. Boy, Stucker didn't miss it by much. It would have been his first as a Grizzly. Gallant up top to Semick. Slap shot saved by Murphy as puck glides on its side out to center ice. Semick near the Grizzlies bench trying to get to Neal. It tapped off his skate. Gallant flies it in. Grizzlies make a full line change. Rapid City along the near side. It's been all Rush tonight. They lead 4-0 about halfway through the third period. Rush throw it out to center ice. It bounced off the linesman near Rapid City's bench. Puck skips towards Davis. He couldn't get it. As Cutler ahead towards Stapley down the middle. Left wing pass to Berg as Berg couldn't handle it. Berg gets pushed by Brett Davis as the Rush will backhand it out to center ice. Wesley gets it back and he'll fire it in as Cutler chasing after it. He throws it up top. Wesley fires towards the net. Kick saved by Murphy on kind of a change up. Mayhew over to Cutler. He's in the left point. Drops it for Mayhew. Skates around Bowman. Mayhew near goal line. Centers it out in front. And too much traffic out there as it couldn't filter past all the Rapid City skates. As Mayhew right side skates back in. Lefty shot is blocked away by Kenton Helgeson. Helgeson and Mayhew push each other. Right wing, Grizzlies skate around the net as Cutler backhands it ahead. Wesley left point, throws to the corner. Stapley will skate back towards the point. He'll feed it to Wesley. High slot, righty shot, saved by Murphy. Action starting to get physical once again. Stapley over to Wesley, left wing. Righty shot, saved by Murphy. 9:13 left in the third, as Rapid City still leads 4-0. Good pressure by the Grizzlies in that shift, keeping the puck in the offensive zone and really attacking Connor Murphy, getting some traffic out in front as well. Fitzpenner and Stone on the ice. First time Stone's been in the series. Aaron Aragon, normally a guy who goes more just about every night, but Aragon battling an upper body injury, so he's out of the lineup. If I remember right, it's the first missed game for Aaron Aragon probably since he signed with the Grizzlies. As he's normally a guy that's able to go, but physically couldn't make it tonight. As draw's going to be in the near circle. It's won by Rapid City. Hoffman will fire it off the near glass, goes to center ice. Grizzlies have it back. Stone fires it in. It's gloved and dropped by Murphy. As Rush feed it to the near side for Aliardi. Backhands it across. Rapid City outlets it to center ice. Goes off of Bennett's stick onto Teixeira. Moves it across to Stone, who backhands it off the near boards towards Wickers, who drops it for Penner. Across the center ice and dumps it in. Penner collides with Rapid City along the wall. The glass sways back and forth. Rush with a long-distance flight all the way into the Grizzlies zone. Teixeira over to Wickers. He moves to center ice for Penner. It tapped off of his stick. Grizzlies will shuffle the deck and get 5 new skaters on the ice. Puck goes out to center ice. Great play by Tyler Penner, not playing the puck and getting too many men on the ice call. It's a heads-up play by Penner. Wesley crosses center ice. He steps over the blue line. Skates around Constantinu. Left side, Wesley. Righty shot. Flubbed it. And the Rush clear it back out. Cranley in front of his crease about 30 feet. Cuts it off and gets it to Mayhew. Mayhew will skate around Cranley's net as Cranley backpedals back into it. Mayhew out to neutralize. Left wing pass. Messner couldn't get it. Rapid City ices it. It's waved off, though, as Boyko wins the foot race. He's along the near goal line. Hot pass to Janelle's picked off by Gallant. Gallant crosses center ice. Left wing feed out to Messner. Over to Nil. Back to Messner. Left side. They'll fire backhand shot. That's blocked away by Janelle. Stone, Semick with a shot that's wide. Stucker, right point. Righty shot is blocked away by Murphy. As Messner, left side. Shot kick saved by Murphy in the butterfly position. It's a 21-save shutout for Murphy so far. 7.5 minutes left in the third. Semick across towards Cutler. It glanced off his stick. It's been that kind of night for the Grizzlies. Cutler along the far side. Battles with 2 rush skaters. Rapid City comes out with the puck. 7:15 and counting left in the third. Rush lead 4-0. Rapid City gets to the far side. Long-range pass to the right. Boyko couldn't get a piece of it. Icing is on Rapid City. With 7:05 left in the third. Make sure you get your tickets for Saturday night's game, Military Night. You're going to want to make sure you get your tickets before Saturday, just in case it turns into a sellout. As Military Night, if I remember right, was a near sellout last season. Get your tickets to UtahGrizzlies.com, or during weekdays, if you got nothing to do at work, make sure to call 801-988-8000. That's 801-988-8000. Operators will be standing by 9 to 5 on weekdays to take your call. Remember, the Grizzlies don't play on Friday this week, as I think Journey's actually going to be at Maverick Center. Rush win the draw. They'll tap it off the near glass. Speaking of Rush, that's a pretty good old-school band. As Cutler left wing, neutralized, will lift it into the far corner. Grizzlies skate from right to left as we see it from high top section 114 here in the third period. As there's less than 7 minutes left in regulation. Cutler gets dragged down. Stapley in the area trying to locate it. He gets pushed by Davis. The puck squirts out to center ice. Wicker's back at his blue line. Ahead to Brandon Cutler. He moves to Stapley. Left side. Backhand shot. Saved by Murphy. And he holds on. Boy, Connor Murphy putting on a display here tonight. Murphy was outstanding in the first game of the set, stopping 44 of 46 in Rapid City's 3-2 overtime win. I thought he played a decent game on Saturday, even though the Grizzlies were able to get 5 past him. You know, there's a fun fact I actually heard a couple days ago. You know, we're talking about how fast does a Zamboni go? You know, you see that thing rolling around the ice, and it's just like, is it 10 miles an hour? Is it 8 miles an hour? We'll give you the answer here during the next whistle. How fast is a Zamboni? I think I saw the answer just yesterday. Rapid City wins the draw. They'll move it ahead. Bouncing puck bounces off of Wesley's skate. It goes to Yamamoto, skates into the zone. Far circle, centering pass out in front, goes wide as he was looking for a cutting Brett Davis. Penner chases after at the Rapid City line. Penner gets it in the slot. Righty shot. It's the post. And the Iron was unkind, looking for Utah's first goal. Penner over to Wesley, back at the Utah line, ahead to Fitz, who ricochets off the far boards for Penner. Penner right circle. Will roll it along the boards. Stone was cutting in front of the net, but was occupied by a Rapid City skater. Right side, Wesley diagonals it to Penner, who couldn't reach it. Helgeson and Stone collide in the near corner. And Penner gets pushed. Penner, the third-year pro out of Colgate. Up top for Mayhew, left side. Mayhew tries to split the double team, lose the puck. Penner feeds it up top to Fitz, who backhands to Wesley. Right point, righty shot, saved by Murphy. Stone gets the rebound, far corner. He backhands it up top for Wesley. Wesley fires towards the net. It gets redirected to score. We'll tell you, it got redirected. Rapid City is arguing that was played with a high stick. The Grizzlies get on the board, and it's the Iron Man, Tyler Penner, getting his 9th of the year. Penner redirected the Josh Wesley shot. Rapid City begging that it got redirected with a high stick. It was redirected, and, he scored a similar type goal in Fort Wayne. It was borderline. I got to say, based on the replay I saw, it was borderline. It was probably about chest high. Is that too high to be considered for a high stick? They're talking it over right now, the referee and 2 linesmen. As we've known from last season's playoffs, that is not a reviewable play. They signal a good goal, and it's 4-1. Scott Burke can't believe it. As we know, it's not a reviewable play. You can only review the goal line. Burke can't believe it, but it's going to count. Second time this season. Penner has had one, maybe even the third time this season. He's had one about that same height. Penner gets his 9th of the year. Josh Wesley and Jordan Stone with the assist. That's Stone's first point of the year. And Josh Wesley's 16th assist. As Penner redirected it and ended up getting his 9th of the year. So it's 4-1 rush, but the shutout bid for Connor Murphy goes for naught. It would have been Murphy's first as a pro. Grizzlies won the draw. Rapid City will tap it off the near boards. As Keone Teixeira gets a screen from Wickers. Teixeira gets the neutralize. Now he crosses center. He steps over the blue line and fires it in as it rolls along the wall. Big time collision behind Murphy's net. 5:15 left in the third. It's now 4-1 Rapid City. And as the Rush ice the puck, arm is raised by both linesmen. And we'll go back towards Connor Murphy. So both teams have one goal here in the third period. Logan Nelson with a shorthanded goal, unassisted, 6:40 in. And Tyler Penner, the Grizzlies Iron Man, getting his 9th of the year, 14:23 in, redirecting the Josh Wesley shot. To answer that question, Zamboni is 9.7 miles an hour. That's the speed that it goes. I learned that just yesterday. Rapid City will win the draw. They'll lift it all the way over Wesley and all the way down towards Cranley. Another icing for the Rush. 5:06 now left in the third. Some of the fans have already headed for the exits, trying to beat traffic. It's been a very balanced attack for Rapid City tonight. Draws in the far circle. And it's won by Utah. Mayhew has a bounce off him. And it goes to Cutler. Cutler slices towards the far side. Now it goes to Wesley. Rolls it along the boards. Burke couldn't reach it. As Rush clear it out to center. Mayhew chases after it, the Utah line. Now across to Wesley. Slow pass connects to Stapley. He moves to his left for Cutler, steps over the line. Cutler loses as he was entering the zone. Aliardi gets the bouncing puck and moves it ahead and chases after. He gets it, skates around Wesley. Aliardi trying to chip a shot out to Cranley, and it goes wide as Wesley was hanging towards Aliardi's right side. Cutler crossing center ice. He'll lift it in. As the puck goes to the far corner, Murphy behind the net will brush it towards the near side as Rapid City will move it ahead. As James Hardy crosses center, and he'll fly it out into the Grizzlies zone. Puck hippity hops to Stucker in the far corner. He moves to Stapley at center ice near the Grizzlies bench. Stapley saucers to Fitz, who throws it in near corner. Semick chasing after it, and he rolls along the boards towards the far side. Penner lets it go to Stucker. Across to Fitz. Shot is blocked by Constantine, who's back. Constantine flubs it ahead. Fitz gloves it and keeps it in. He'll throw a hot pass to Stone. Stone over to the right side for Stucker. He'll take a righty shot. Hits the post. Has got redirected on the way. Iron unkind. Stone across to Stucker, who gets it off the boards, trying to get the bouncing puck. Stucker take it with a shot that's blocked away. Murphy got hit, wanting goaltender interference. Now to the right side for Penner. He'll take a shot, and it's blocked away by Murphy. And it goes out of play with 3:33 left in the third. Murphy throws a stick towards the near circle. He's insistent that the goaltender interference call should have been made. 3:33 left in the third. It's the Rush 4, and the Grizzlies 1. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
.33 left in regulation. Rapid City leads 4-1, but it's not going to be a shutout as Tyler Penner redirected the Josh Wesley shot. It's pretty close to having it play with a high stick. It was about, I'd say, chest high is when Penner redirected it. But as we learned from last season's playoffs, it's not a reviewable play. So it's one of those where you got to spot it live. And after the three officials talked it over, they said it was legal. Rush won the draw. They'll clear it all the way into the Grizzlies zone. Will Cranley raises his left arm, and both linesmen raises their right arms as icing is on Rapid City. Draw is going to come back towards Connor Murphy. So Grizzlies putting together a pretty decent effort here in the third period, but it just hasn't been their night. The passing hasn't been crisp. It's just been one of those odd efforts. And the series is on the line here today as Rapid City won 3-2 in overtime, and the Grizzlies got a 5-4 overtime victory on Saturday. But tonight's just been just about all Rush. As barring a miracle, the Grizzlies will come away with 3 out of 6 standings points for the series. And Rapid City will come away with 5 out of 6. Waiting for linesman Craig Peterson to drop the puck. Brett Davis for Rapid City, McMessner for the Grizzlies. Draw won by Utah. Left side, Quinn Wicker skates towards the corner, gets pushed by Yamamoto, his former teammate. Wickers literally kicks it towards Messner, gets occupied by Hoffman. As Messner gets held up along the wall, Tyson Helgeson and Wickers get physical with each other. Now another physical matchup, Yamamoto and Max Neal. Puck still behind Rapid City's net as they continue to battle. Neal kicks it out in front and it's kicked back towards the end boards. Hoffman rolls along the near side. It goes past goal Gallant. No icing as Gallant skates in front of Cranley and pivots and skates towards the right side with speed. Gallant might be the fastest on the team. He skates into the zone. Gets cut off trying to split a double team. Loses his balance. Goes back to neutralize. Rapid City's Aliardi crosses center and he'll lightly tap it in as the Rush will shuffle the deck and get 5 new skaters on the ice. 2.5 minutes are left in the third. It's 4-1 Rush. Mayhew crosses center ice. Gets around Nelson. He backhands it in. Mayhew's played hard tonight. As he's been instrumental to the Grizzlies over the last couple months. Pass ahead to Aliardi. He'll get the puck. Left side, skates towards the circle. Now he'll veer off to the right. And he'll get to Bennett. He'll take a lefty shot and he scores. Blake Bennett went stick side. Right past Will Cranley's right arm. And it's now 5-1 Rush. As Bennett gets his team leading 26th of the year. He's been one of the best rookies in the league. He high-fives everybody on the Rush bench. And it's been all Rapid City. Aliardi was just skating towards his right, just kind of nudged it across to Bennett. At first, I thought he lost the puck, but it almost looked like a planned play from Aliardi. It's been all Rush tonight. There's no doubt about it. Despite their win-loss record for the season, they have played the Grizzlies tough here at Maverick Center. Bennett with the goal, Aliardi with the assist, as Aliardi's point streak extends to 8 games. Penner dumps it in as it goes deep in the Rush zone. Rapid City wraps along the near boards. Fitz couldn't get it. Simon Boyko gathers it. 3-on-2. He enters the attack zone. Right side. Fires a righty shot. Saved by Cranley. Will holds on with 1:57 left in the third. The draw's going to be in the Grizzlies zone. Hope to see everybody here on Saturday night for Military Night, presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off. We really want to see everybody here at Maverick Center. I think we just had a wedding proposal there at Maverick Center. He got on one knee, looked like she said yes. They made sure to do that really quickly while the camera's still on them. Congratulations to them. Fitz gets the center ice, and he'll fly it in as the puck hippity hops towards the rush backboard. Left point, Semick trying to get to Stone. Puck goes back to Semick, who's at center ice. He feeds it across to Stucker, diagonals it to Stone, backhands to Fitz. Goes back to Semick. He'll loft it. It's gloved by Constantinu. Constantinu's played a pretty good series for Rapid City. Helgeson back to Constantinu down the middle. He gets the new tries. He crosses center, and he'll skip it in. It's sticked away by Stucker, who gets it to Semick near side. Semick stops behind Cranley's net. Cutting towards the left is Messner. Semick feeds Messner near side. He'll cross center ice. Now he skates in left wing, drops it for Gallant, who trying to find a cutting Messner out in front of the net. It kicked off a rush shin, and that was Muzica, who got in the fight with Stone late in the second period. Wickers over to Gallant near side. Dance around. Now he gets it to Wickers, who directs it back to Teixeira. Teixeira steers it towards the far side for Neal. Gets pushed by Hoffman as Davis spins Messner around. Teixeira throws it back to Messner. He couldn't settle the bouncing puck. As Rapid City's Muzica will throw it to the near side. It hits off of Wicker's chest. 33 seconds left. 5-1 rush. Rush have outshot the Grizzlies 31-24 as the puck squibs out to center ice. Teixeira rolls it back around as Murphy plays behind his net. Boy, the only goal scored on him was on one of those fluky redirections. Otherwise, Murphy's had an outstanding game, not outstanding. Both games Rapid City won. He's going to be the number one star. I think that was the case on Friday, and that should be the case again tonight. Puck flies out of play into the Grizzlies zone. Draw's going to be at center ice. Looks like on the Bennett goal, they added an assist to Cooper Jones, the one that was scored 17:43 into the third to give Rapid City a 5-1 lead. And that would be Cooper Jones' third assist of the year. Utah wins the draw, 12 seconds left. Boy, in a series-deciding game, Rapid City came in. They scored early and often, 5-1 the score as the puck goes deep into the Grizzlies zone. Wickers chasing after it, and that'll do it. Rapid City wins 5-1 as Connor Murphy gets the win, stopping 23 of 24. It was a very balanced attack as Rapid City got contributions from just about everybody. And on the same day where Alex Bocage was named the League Player of the Week, he got a game misconduct for flipping the puck into the spectator area while the puck was dead. And didn't see Nathan Burke in the third period. Hopefully he'll be okay for the Saturday night showdown against the Norfolk Admirals. Grizzlies got a third period goal from Tyler Penner. He gets his 9th of the year, but Rapid City just dominated the action here tonight as they pick up 2 out of 3 games in the series, and they got 5 out of 6 points. For the Grizzlies, they ended up with a record of 1-1-1 in the 3-game set as they get 3 out of 6 points for the series. Since Wichita didn't play, Grizzlies and Wichita are still tied for 4th place in the Mountain Division with 54 standings points. Grizzlies will have 13 games left in the regular season. 8 of them will be here at Maverick Center. Final score tonight, Rapid City 5 and Utah 1. We'll come back and have the post-game story and tell you how it all happened in 30 seconds. It's the Rush 5 and the Grizzlies 1 here on a Monday night. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Final score from Maverick Center, Rapid City 5, Utah 1. Simon Boyko scored 2:32 into the contest. He got the first goal of the game. Maurizio Coella and Billy Constantine, who picked up the assists. Grizzlies had to kill a penalty very early in the game as Cole Gallant got a high sticky minor 23 seconds into the first period. And Boyko scored 9 seconds after that power play ended. It was his 8th of the year. Coella and Constantino with the assists. About 10 minutes later, Tyson Helgeson extended Rapid City's lead to 2-0. He turned out to be the game winner. Helgeson with his 4th of the year. Blake Bennett and Constantino with the assists. Rush led 2-0 after one. They outshot the Grizzlies 12-8 for the period. While the score was 2-0, Brandon Cutler got a cross-checking minor over in the far corner of the Rapid City zone. And Alex Bocage just kind of innocently threw the puck into the spectator area. And based on the rules, that's an automatic game misconduct. And so Bocage was removed from the game. And that was certainly a big loss for the Grizzlies, considering he almost single-handedly led Utah to victory on Saturday night with 2 goals and 3 assists. Earlier today, he was named the league's player of the week, which is the first time the Grizzlies have had a player of the week since Jordan Martell in the final week of the regular season last year in the weekend that clinched a playoff spot for the Grizzlies. Rapid City didn't score on the power play. They were 0 for 6 on the power play, but they scored 2 shorthanded goals. Brett Gravel got the first of 2 shorties, 12:05 into the second, his 18th goal of the season. Keanu Yamamoto picked up the assist. Rush led 3-0. After 2 periods, they outshot the Grizzlies 14-5 in the second period. In the third frame, Grizzlies outshot Rapid City 11-5. The Rush ended up taking a 4-0 lead as Logan Nelson scored shorthanded 6:40 into the third. It was one of those plays he had Stucker chasing after him, so he didn't have a ton of time. He just kind of faked to his right, went back to his left, and fired a crafty backhand shot past Will Cranley. Grizzlies got on the board. Now, without a little bit of controversy, though, Josh Wesley fired away from the right point. He got redirected by Tyler Penner about yay high, about chest high, I'd say. That's about the 3rd goal that he scored in that variety. He scored 2 goals in December in Fort Wayne in kind of a similar fashion where it was borderline as to whether it was played with a high stick. And in all occasions, Penner was credited with the goal, and he did so here this time. 14:23 into the third. Wesley and Jordan Stone with the assist. That's Stone's first point of the year. Remember, that is not a reviewable play. Grizzlies got burned with it in Game 5 of the playoff series against Idaho. It's just one of those that it's not reviewable, even though, with a lot of views in a lot of different places, you can get a good shot to see if it was played with a high stick or not. Now, obviously, with it not being reviewable, the 3 officials took their time to make sure they got it right. And, where's the borderline? It's kind of like a baseball strike zone. It's a little bit invisible. To me, it looked like, if you're talking about maybe shoulder high being the limit, if we're talking about right there at the chest, I mean, that's about where the puck was. It was on the borderline. It kind of is one of those things. If you're a Grizzlies fan, you say, yes, it's a good goal. And if you're a Rapid City fan, you say, no, that was with a high stick. It just depends on, which side of the coin you look at. In this case, the goal counted, and it turned out to be Utah's lone goal of the night as Penner scored 14:23 into the third. Rapid City scored 17:43 in. Aliardi to Bennett, and Bennett was on the right side and fired a lefty shot that went past Will Cranley's left arm. Bennett got his 26th of the year. Aliardi and Cooper Jones picked up the assist. So that gave Rapid City a 5-1 lead, and they cruised to victory. It's just one of those that, it's a bit of a head scratcher in that Rapid City just from start to finish really took it to the Grizzlies, and it was a team effort to try to come up with a 3-star performance. It's hard to say because there are more than 3 guys that deserve star efforts for Rapid City tonight. The 3rd star is Billy Constantino. He picked up the assist on back-to-back goals in the first period. He had a pretty good series. He was a +2. He had 3 shots. Billy Constantino is the 3rd star. 2nd star goes to Tyson Helgeson, who ended up with 1 goal and was a +2. The goal Helgeson scored turned out to be the game winner, and that was 12:20 into the first period, and he is the number 2 star. Connor Murphy stopped 23 of 24, and it was that redirection by Tyler Penner's stick that turned out to be Utah's lone goal. So if he saw the puck and had a clean vision of it, he was able to stop it. You got to tip your hat to Connor Murphy in 2 of the 3 games. In fact, both of the games that Rapid City won in this series, Connor Murphy was just outstanding. He gets the 23-save performance in the victory as Connor Murphy's record goes to 7-10-1, and he is the number 1 star of the game. For the Grizzlies, Brandon Cutler led the way with 6 shots. Josh Wesley, the Grizzlies captain, had 4. 2 shots each for Stapley, Semick, Stone, Mayhew, and Stucker, and 1 shot each for a few other Grizzlies. A tough thing about a loss like this is Grizzlies going to have to sit on this one for about 4 days. Normally when you got the back-to-backs or 3-3, sometimes you got a game the next day and you just kind of flush it out of the system. Unfortunately for the Grizzlies, they got to live with this one for about 4 days before a pretty good Norfolk Admirals team will come to town. Now, it's just 1 game, but obviously for the Grizzlies, knowing that you're going to be home for all but 5 games left in the regular season, they know how meaningful each of these games are going to be. Especially when you look at where Rapid City is in the standings. Hey, Rush really took it to the Grizzlies. You got to tip your hat to them. They played a good series. But the Grizzlies have 14 games left in the regular year. And somehow they got to find a way to protect home ice. 14 games left in the regular year, and 9 of them will be here at Maverik Center. So we'll see if the Grizzlies can bounce back on Saturday night. We want to see a huge crowd here. It's going to be Military Night, presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. Get your tickets to UtahGrizzlies.com, and it should be a fun one, as it's the first of a 3-game set. So it's going to be Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Sunday, March 17th, that's going to be at 3 p.m., a 3:10 start. Then the final game of the series is next Monday, March 18th. It's going to be a Smith family night with four tickets for $40 and then $10 for each additional ticket after that. So that's the series against the Norfolk Admirals, who have got 3 former Grizzlies on the roster. Well, it's hard to say. Jeremiah Addison was claimed off waivers yesterday from the Grizzlies, and then today in the transaction wire it said that Addison was released by the Admirals. So we know that Keaton Jamison and Garrett Sargis are on their roster. The equipment manager, Mason Whalen's on their staff, and former Grizzlies assistant Jeff Carr, who's done an outstanding job. He might get a lot of votes for the League Coach of the Year award, as he has turned a last-place Norfolk Admirals team into a second-place unit in the North Division. And Norfolk has something to play for, as they'll just be 5 points back of Adirondack for first place in the North Division. Well, that'll wrap things up here from Maverik Center. Some nights it's just not your night. And for the Grizzlies, tonight was just not their evening, as Rapid City got a very balanced attack. With the late third period goal, Blake Bennett ended up with a multiple-point game with 1 goal and 1 assist. Utah's lone goal was scored by Tyler Penner, as he redirected a Josh Wesley shot, 14-23 into the third period. Once again, in 2 hours and 24 minutes and in front of a crowd of 4,602 here at Maverik Center, it was just too much Rapid City as they defeat Utah 5-1. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, if not necessarily the final outcome. Next broadcast of Grizzlies hockey will be on Saturday night. 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off, the first of a 3-game set against the Norfolk Admirals. I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is. You've been listening to the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.